unexpected fires can disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design insurance plans that work for you and help protect what matters most. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Hi, I'm Dwayne Hunter in Cincinnati, Ohio. Let me show you why so many clients recommend us to their friends and family. Let's talk about your auto, home, and life needs.
I slept in a lot of different rooms, different beds, but none of them really felt like mine. I spent 14 years in foster care, mostly in group homes. And I never had much left because I always had to be ready to move. Why get things if you just have to let them go?
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care waiting to be adopted. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is working to help find them a forever family and a permanent home of their own.
Now I have my own room with walls that tell my story. I love hanging out in here. I play dress up with my sisters and I sing and make videos. But the best part, knowing I'll always have a place to go and a family that loves and supports me.
If you have room in your home or your heart, see how you can help at davethomasfoundation.org.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind, like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest. Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. To learn your risk, take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
I kept on trying, learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
We did it, so can you.
For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and CDC.
At the YMCA, finding your why starts by making an impact together, touching lives for the better. It can be the gift of time or treasure, supporting a community through talent without measure. Here, compassion fuels commitment, finding fulfillment through enrichment, serving and improving. What a way to live, and what a gift it is to give. Find your why and get involved today at ymca.org for a better us.
I'm Chris Jakimick. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is "My job is people, everyone is my business." But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakimick, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
Being isolated and lonely can be harmful to your health, resulting in high blood pressure, a greater risk of heart disease, and early onset dementia. So it's important to build and maintain social connections. Try a new hobby, volunteer, exercise, or use your phone or other device to stay in touch. Visit connecttoeffect.org to find resources and ways to stay connected. Presented by AARP Foundation with support from United Healthcare.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad, we learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First drown it with a bucket of water, then stir it with a shovel.
Wow, you sound just like him.
Then he said.
If it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn all this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Are you about to mow the lawn? It's blazing hot out here. Smokey Bear says.
Avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry. It's all on SmokeyBear.com, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
1230 AM, WDBZ, Cincinnati, an Urban One station. Listen online on thebuzzcincy.com. We are 1230 The Buzz, the home of the Lincoln Ware Show.
One person is dead after a Wednesday night shooting in Walnut Hills. The incident happened shortly before 9:30 p.m. at a location near May and Morgan Streets. The victim was taken from the scene to a local hospital where they later died. A Cincinnati man is wanted in connection with a recent shooting in Covington. The incident happened early Sunday at Hattrick's Bar on Madison Avenue. Police say the victim was critically injured. Authorities have identified 44-year-old Franklin Smith as the person who pulled the trigger. Anyone with information on Smith's whereabouts is encouraged to contact police. Sentencing is being ordered for a West Price Hill couple convicted in connection with the death of an infant child. First responders in May of last year were dispatched to a location on Dewey Avenue where a 5-month-old boy had drowned in a bathtub. DeGary Burbridge and Kiara Nettles each later pleaded guilty to reckless homicide charges and were sentenced yesterday to 90 years in prison, plus 5 years of probation. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230, The Buzz.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
The Lincoln Ware Show is on.
In 3, 2, 1.
Now.
Right now.
Than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky, it's a bird.
It's a plane.
Lincoln, Bobingan, Bonana, Pineapple, Fingan, Fee, Fine, Momingan, Lincoln.
They say this cat Lincoln is a bad mother. I'm just talking about Lincoln.
Good morning, Cincinnati. Welcome to 1230 WDBZ. We are the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station, the Lincoln Ware Show, till 1 o'clock this afternoon. It's Thursday, and this week is just churning on away. I mean, it'll be Friday before you know it, and then the long holiday weekend. Man, but this rain, it's got to go. I'm tired of this rain, man. I got to be careful when I wash my car nowadays. See, when Rainbow AAA was open, I had that monthly thing, and I could take it as many times. Today I take it. If it rains tomorrow, no problem. I'll just, But now, since I have to pay per wash, I got to be very strategic in when I take it so I can get the most out of a wash before it rains again. Yeah. So anyway, well, we've got the mayor coming on at 11 o'clock. It's Ware and the mayor. And there's a lot happened since the last time he was on. We had another shooting at Fountain Square since he was on the show. We had a shooting around 3:30 this morning, right there at 9th and Walnut, right down the street there. 9th and Walnut, a shooting. Then we had a shooting in Walnut Hills last night. But I'll tell you this now. There's no way the mayor could have prevented those shootings. There's just no way. When you going to stop these shootings? It just, unless he puts on a cape and put an S, or maybe in his case, put a P, Pureval, on his chest and just fly around. And, Superman could, when there was something getting ready to happen, he knew it. And he could be right there, and he'd take the shooter's gun and just twist it up so they couldn't shoot it anymore. I think people expect the mayor to do that. Take their guns and just bend them up and throw it back at them, and then they would try to shoot Superman. The bullets would bounce off, and everything would be fine and dandy. That's on TV, not in the real world. But we got a lot of other things. How's that go? I'd like to talk to one person that has had their medical bills paid. I know you probably don't want to reveal. I don't want people to know my business. I don't want people to know my business. But I would like to talk to one person, or if you know someone that had their medical bills paid. They spent millions paying medical bills. That's what they say. That's what the mayor says every time he comes on. But I'd like to talk to one person at 513-749-1230 that can tell me that they know of someone who had their medical bills paid. I want to talk to that person. Yeah. And I think it's a good deal that the city's doing that. That's great. I mean, can you imagine you got this medical bill, you don't have any way of paying it off. Oh, boy. And they're going to hunt you, phone calls, letters. And then one day you get a letter from the city saying it's paid. And you're good to go. That's got to be a good feeling if that happens. But who has it happened to? And I want to talk to you. You can give a fake name if you want to. Yeah. You can give a fake name. Somebody said, Lincoln, why are you acting like Terrence Howard? That's because I put my hood, I'm wearing a hoodie today, and I put my hood over my head. I was acting like a gangster. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I'm a gangster.
Yeah, you sit over there and you act like you're a gangster sometimes when you put your hoodie on.
Lincoln, I'm glad you're embracing the hoodie, Lincoln, instead of putting me down for wearing my hoodie.
Well, it was like 50-something degrees this morning, you know? That's hoodie weather for me.
Yeah. Come to the hoodie side, Lincoln.
Now, our engineer, he wears shorts when it's 30 degrees outside.
Oh, when it's colder than that?
Yeah.
Well, except for one time. I think it was close to zero. He wore pants then.
Oh,
that one time.
Oh, boy. And then he was coming out to my house one day to fix something with the remote, and he wore long pants.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. Who was he trying to impress? I don't know. Maybe my wife. I don't know.
He wanted to keep it classy at the Ware Estates.
Yes. We had a dress code. Long pants. Long pants dress code.
He said, this house is way too nice and big for me to
wear shorts.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. All right. The Trump says he's going to fine migrants $18,000 to recoup deportation costs. So if you came here and illegally and we caught you and sent you back, the tab, because we put you into detention, you had to stay there, it cost so much per day. Then we flew you back, that cost so much. We fed you when you were in jail. It total came to about $18,000. And if you come back, you got to pay that. If you come back legally, you have to pay that $18,000 before you can get back. Unbelievable. Is that crazy or what? Eli Lilly has a new experimental weight loss drug. Yeah, they say with this drug, people lost up to 85 pounds. Up to 85 pounds. Yeah.
Somebody stole my piece of chicken.
I don't know. I just couldn't do the shots, though. You know, I hate needles. I mean, I get a shot. You know, we got to give you a shot. You got to get this. You got to get flu. You got to get, when COVID-19 was going, I just would hate to give myself a shot.
Oh, you like shots, Mr. Ware.
Oh, no. Wrong kind of shot, okay? Not the type of shot, I would turn down. That shot, okay, but the shot with the needle, I don't like them. When I told you this story before, when I was in the Marine Corps and we were leaving for the coast of Vietnam, we had to get shots, and we lined up in a line, and they had these air guns, what do they call them, Then they had a couple of them had needles and about 3 air guns, and you walk in a line, and you stand there, and they shoot you in both arms at the same time, pow! And then you move on down to the next line. They might have a regular needle, they stick it in. Then you move down to the next line, pow! Air gun shot, boom, boom, and then you wake up the next morning, you can hardly pull yourself out of bed because your arms are so sore, and they made us do push-ups. And they get out and do push-ups. It'll help those arms. Oh, boy. We were like, that's just how the Marine Corps treats you. You know what I mean? So they were giving us shots to protect us against everything that we might encounter over there, and maybe even in the Philippines, what we might encounter. All right. Byron Allen. He's a I tell you, he's the media mogul, the black media mogul who has tons of money, and he keeps making more money. And, of course, he's the one who will take over for Colbert. He bought an hour of airtime from CBS. He pays him every night. He'll be paying him every night for his show that comes on after the news. A bunch of comedians there laughing and talking and joking. He paid CBS for that hour. And he gave them a price, and they said, okay, we'll take the price. Now, Byron has to sell that time to make up for that. So will he be able to sell that time? And then he said he's getting ready to, he wants to buy Stars. He's already the I think he owns the second most shares with Stars, and he wants to end up buying them, but they're trying to stop him from that. But yeah, he owns 10% of the shares by himself, but it's a publicly traded company, so those shares are all spread around. But he's the second majority owner of Stars. Yeah. So that Byron Allen, this cat is buying up everything. He owns of course, he owns the Weather Channel and a lot of TV and radio stations. Oh, man, this guy's, he's doing it. All right, Atlanta Airport, the ATL on your baggage ticket. They're thinking about going to private TSA. Yeah. They're thinking about ditching the federal TSA agents and having their own private TSA. Some smaller airports are doing that already, but none as large as the ATL. So, council is going to do a study. They're going to do a study, see how much money it could save them, and they might adopt private TSA. Man, what's up with that? Donald Trump says he could have won California if Jesus had counted the ballots. Yeah, he says, if Jesus had counted them, I could have won. Maybe that's why you didn't win, because Jesus counted the ballots. Now, then the states that he won, the devil counted them. Yes, but he had the nerve to say if Jesus had counted the ballots in California, he could have won California when he ran for president.
And then he said because of the Hispanics, because the Hispanics love him. That's what he said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Getting them out of the country left and right as quick as possible. But they love him.
Unbelievable. We reported, yes, 2 shootings last night, one in Walnut Hills, one downtown. I guess that would be, that's considered downtown. 9th and Walnut. That's in the down. That's not over the Rhine. That's downtown. So another shooting added to the list of downtown shootings. Yes. So there you go. We'll talk to the mayor about that. But, I mean, I don't know what he could do. What could he do about that shooting? Absolutely nothing. That's what Edwin Starr would say. But we'll talk to him at 11 o'clock. Get ready for that. And we may even leave the YouTube on during the breaks. And you can hear how we talk during the breaks. Yes. Yes. You can hear how I talk to the mayor during the breaks. But you got to subscribe to YouTube to hear all that. So just go to Lincoln Ware Show, the Lincoln Ware Show on YouTube, and just there'll be a little place there for you to subscribe. It's absolutely free. All you're doing is putting your name down, and that's it. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, you just click a button if you have Gmail. Just click a button.
Yeah. All right. So someone says, he said, if I sell the railroad, I can upgrade rec centers. I don't know if he really said rec centers. I know he said police stations and fire stations. I don't know if they said anything about rec centers. I'll have to ask. Yeah. But the rec center, I don't know if any rec centers, they've pretty much all been upgraded, pretty much. Maybe the Lincoln Center could use a little upgrade at their rec center, but for the most part, I think they've been upgraded. Yeah. So we'll see. All right. Let's see. Where are we now? Oh, we need to take a break, and we'll come back. Plus, we got tickets to give away to the Black Expo, the Ohio Black Expo that's coming up this weekend. We got those tickets to give away, so stick around for that. So we'll take a break, and then we'll come back with more right here on the Lincoln Ware Show, 1230, The Buzz.
Every weekday, 1230 The Buzz has you covered. Let's go! With news.
Oh, boy. Gene Mulholland. With friends like you, I don't need enemies. I have not seen or talked to the mayor since he was on this show. Since he was on this show the last time. I have not seen or talked to him. They don't stay long at Channel 9, you mean. For the most part, they've been pretty steady on other stations. Channel 9 has been like a revolving door. What you got? Say hi to the folks, Ronnie. Say hi to your folks right there. Right, no, that one.
Oh, what is this right here?
What do you mean? That's
it's delayed.
Yeah, that's what you say.
I'm looking like I look like a mechanic.
That is not the real Terrence Howard.
Could you change my oil, mechanic?
Calling HR.
That's my twin.
Oh, boy. All right. Pine Hill Recreation Center does not have an exercise room or weight room. So what kind of recreation center is that? Okay, I'll bring that up. White girl anchor on Channel 5 is leaving, and Channel 9 has a new black lady anchor. She started yesterday. Well, I've got my local 12 black queens coming in here. I think we're going to try for June 3rd. Yeah. Morella Porter, Aaliyah Hodges, and Sydney Hawkins. We'll get them in here. Lil Rodney looks like Randy Jackson. You mean Ronnie? Okay. To know why he ain't doing what young... What? Is Morella Porter black? I think her father is. Yes. So if she's got one drop of black blood in her, she's black. As long as Ashley Kirkland is back, we're good. We got to get her back in here also. But it's so many black ladies out there now, I can't get them all in here together. It's too much. It would be too much estrogen in this room. So I'll get Ashley. I got to get the new girl over 19 in here. And I'll get her with Ashley, and then I'll get somebody from 9 to come in. I'll get 3, have those 3. And then there's another black young lady from 19 I need to get in here. She's a Redbone. What is her name? Redbone.
I think I know who you're talking about. I can't think of her name.
Yeah.
The reason why we're here today.
12:30 a.m. The Buzz, your talk station.
.30 WDBZ, The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you. And let's go downtown to the Crime Stopper headquarters and check in to our good friend, Detective Tiffany Green, who's working the shortest night of the all 4 nights down at the Taste of Cincinnati. She's taking Friday, which is the shortest day down there. How you doing today?
Hey, not nice. I have Friday and Saturday. I'll be there on Saturday.
Oh, you be there Saturday? Okay, I thought it was just Friday. Okay, all right. I take that back. All right.
Just wrong. Good morning, Lincoln. How are you?
I'm hanging in there. I was with brother Eddie Hawkins last night.
Okay, how's he doing?
He's doing great. They're doing something for the HBCU kids who graduated from high school that's going to HBCUs. They're doing a special event for them on the 30th over there at South Avondale School.
Okay, that's nice.
And so who are we looking for today?
Cincinnati Police District 1 and the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office are looking for Marquise Mitchum. Mr. Meacham is wanted for aggravated burglary, 2 counts of felony theft, 2 counts of felony possession of drugs, felony contraband into a corrections facility, misdemeanor domestic violence, misdemeanor theft, and misdemeanor obstructing official business. On May 19th of 2026, Mr. Meacham forced entry into the victim's apartment, threatening the victim with a firearm, and stole the victim's Ring camera. Marquise Meacham is a black male. He's 25 years old. He's 6'2" and 175 pounds. Marquise Meacham has a history of weapon offenses and theft and was last known to live in North Bend, Ohio. Covington Police Department is looking for Franklin Anderson Smith. Mr. Smith is wanted for felony assault in the first degree. On May 17th of 2026, Mr. Smith was involved in a shooting at the Hat Tricks Bar, critically injuring the victim. Franklin Anderson Smith is a white male. He's 5'9" and 170 pounds. Franklin Anderson Smith has a history of assault and was last known to live on Wardall Avenue in Westwood. Listeners, if anyone has information on where police can find Marquise Meacham or Franklin Anderson Smith, please call Crime Stoppers at 513-352-3040 or submit a tip online at crime-stoppers.us.
Yeah, that guy that shot the security guard, he's got one arm. There's nothing but tattoos on the whole entire arm. So he should be easy to spot. But you better call police because he's armed and dangerous.
All right,
yes.
Or call Crime Stoppers. We're here.
He would bring some pretty good money to Crime Stoppers, huh? You call him in. Yeah. So if you know this guy, call 352-3040 night or day, and there could be some cash money for you. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Talk to you tomorrow. Have a good one.
Take it easy. All right, that's Detective Tiffany Green, and she's working Friday and Saturday at Taste of Cincinnati. Yeah. So she's good to go. We've got Dwayne Hunter coming in. It'll be later on in the morning after the mayor. Shelter insurance. And we got to talk to him about how they're totaling these cars when you have an accident. And you think the accident is not that bad, but the insurance company, totals it, and then if you owe money on it, you're up. What's the name of that TV program? Schitt's Creek. So, yes, you're up that program's. Yeah. There you go. That's how you get away with saying that. The TV program. All right, 513-749-1230. And Lincoln Ware with you. And, Lisa, here's somebody that had a medical bill paid. Lisa, how you doing?
Hi, Lincoln. Good. How are you?
I'm hanging in there. So you got your medical bills paid by the city?
Yes.
Okay. How much did you owe, if I might ask?
Quite a bit. In 2022, I had a surgery, but before that, I had CAT scans, MRIs, just doctor visits.
Yeah.
I was making payments, but I couldn't get a call up, and it got up after the surgery. It got up to like $10,000.
How much?
$10,000.
Okay.
It was high.
Okay.
And the lady in the financial office, she said, in the financial services office, she said, why don't you apply for the financial aid? So I said, okay. So I'm thinking they're going to just pay like $400 or $500, and they wiped it out.
Jeez.
I went on the My Chart and the billing, and I saw it, and I cried like a baby.
I can imagine. $10,000, and it's gone. Jeez.
Yes. You just have to apply.
Yeah.
It's there, but you have to apply. Because I have to have another surgery, and I'm going to do it again.
You try it again?
Yes.
Yeah. That's unbelievable. I mean, that's the mayor always brags about that, how they're paying medical bills, and I guess it's working.
Yes. Whatever hospital you go to the financial office and ask about it.
Yeah.
It's there.
All right. Well, Lisa, thank you for calling. I'm glad I finally talked to somebody that actually had their medical bills paid.
Yes.
All right.
It's true.
All right. Thank you for calling, Lisa. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
All
Bye-bye.
right. That's Lisa laid it out there. Surgeries, scans, and all that stuff added up to $10,000. And she didn't know how she was going to pay it. And they told her to apply for financial aid. She said, I thought they might give me a couple of thousand. I'm sure that's what she thought. And she looked on there and went to My Chart, and it was wiped off. The entire bill was wiped out. And I bet she did cry like a baby. I know what she said. I'm going to imitate what Lisa did. Thank you, Jesus. Lord, have mercy. Thank you, Jesus. I'm sure she did.
She was the first-time caller, too.
Oh, yeah. Well, give her the... Thank you, Lisa. And I know that's exactly what you did when you saw that bill had been wiped out. I know you said that. I could just tell by your voice. You said, thank you, Jesus, Lord. My prayers have been answered. Thank you, city, for paying my medical bills. I prayed for this to happen, and the Lord answered my prayers. And I'm going to rest this little feeble message for this Thursday morning. Thank you very much. Now reach in those jeans and pull out that green as that purple bag is coming down that aisle. Yes. Okay. All right. Let's move along. 513-749-1230. Lincoln Ware with you. Let's go to my good friend. Since I finished that sermon, Reverend Damon Lynch III. How you doing?
Lincoln, if there's a hell below, we all got to go.
There you go. Yes.
Boy, when you retire from there, I need you to go down to a gospel station. You're going to go work at the gospel station.
Oh, boy.
God is grooming you for that.
I love listening to Erica Campbell every morning before my show. I'm used to all the songs and all the stuff they do. So you texted me the other day asking about the homeless lot, right? Well,
yeah. Go ahead.
And they sent me the information. I announced it yesterday. I don't know if you were listening at that time, but hold on. Let me find it here. Oh, boy. I got 1,000 text messages on my phone. And let's see. I'm going to have to go by her name.
Well, basically, she said they're doing good.
Yeah. She said it depends on the night. We have served almost 60 children in the lot in the last 2.5 weeks, and families have been really happy with it. We had 6 families and 29 people signed up to use the lot tonight, and that was on Tuesday.
All right.
Okay.
So there's a great need. So
Yeah.
when folks are getting their needs met, God bless them.
And we don't want those people there for a long time. They're trying to find them permanent housing. Yes.
Right, which is hard to do.
Yeah.
Shelter housing there's a waiting list, and so it's rough right now. We're struggling.
Yes, definitely.
So, but the reason I called, man, we're throwing Greater Cincinnati Faith Leaders this summer. We're doing 3 final Friday night teen parties. The first one is May 29th from 8 to 11. It's at our church in the backyard. So we want to give teens that experience that you and I grew up with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 10 years behind you, but we grew up in the same circle. Kennedy, Heights, Silverton, Avondale, Bond Hill, Woodward. And I remember growing up as a kid, man, there was a house party like every weekend.
Mm-hmm.
We was either in Kennedy Heights, we were at Daniel Drake Park, somebody's house. These teens don't have that same experience.
Right.
Because everybody's afraid of them.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to give them that experience. Parties from 8 to 11. Parents are welcome. The kids help plan it. They wanted 8 to 12. But then when I talked to the mothers, they said, if you bringing them home, they go 8 to 12. But I said, nope. So it's 8 to 11.
Okay.
You can drop them off or you can stay. We got a room for the parents. So parents can come, you can stay. Drop them off, pick them back up. So it's a teen praise party.
Okay.
8 to 11, food, games. Just one of the many things that a whole lot of people are planning this summer to keep them from just having nothing to do, which they say they have nothing to do, or going downtown. Because downtown is not built for unaccompanied teens.
No, it's not.
There's nothing down there for them. But if there's nothing in the community either, then downtown at least is alive, and they want to see that.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be alive in Roselawn and other parts of the city. Still trying to get this basketball tournament together, but I'm challenged because every time I look at these Bass Cats playing on social media, everybody wants to be. They always want to fight.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I ain't got time for that. It's like, we play basketball for the challenge.
Right.
They serious. I don't know if they got money on it or what, but they serious.
Sometimes they might have a little cash on it. I do believe.
Maybe so, because they be ready to fight.
Yeah.
Then there's a lot of educational stuff happening. So,
what's the date? What's the date for this?
29th. May 29th, 8 to 11.
Okay.
It's one of 3 final Friday parties this summer.
All right. It sounds good. Sounds good.
All right, man. I appreciate you.
All right. Appreciate your call. All right. That's
take care.
Reverend Damon Lynch III. And he says I should go and work for a gospel station. He loves my preaching so much. Yes. All right. All right. He can do nothing but laugh at my preaching. That's all he can do. Let's take a break, and then we'll come back. Teresa, White Liar, and others holding on. The mayor is coming in at 11 o'clock. Stick around for him. Jump on. You can, call up, ask him a question. No, this is not the 2 minutes that they give you down at City Hall where you come up there and rant and rave and never ask the question. You just get up there and fuss about stuff. Now, if you have a legitimate question that pertains to the city of Cincinnati and the mayor, then call in and ask the question. But that other stuff, as Stevie Wonder would say, I ain't got time for that. Let's take a break. 12:30, The Buzz.
Cincinnati. Want to stay plugged in with 1230 The Buzz and get the inside scoops?
All right. Lincoln tells Stefan Pryor he needs to know he's against them sleeping in the cars. Yeah, he's against it. He wants the city to get them a place to live, and they do work on that. Will LG call in? Not unless you can make a collect call from the Justice Center. I don't know. I know. We don't have time for foolishness. You know, if people ask a quick question, he answered, we can get more calls in. But Stanford calls, well, you know, they're criminals working down there, and they write people up, and they take their houses. And that's criminal. And it's got this stuff. Come on, we don't have time for that. Ask the question and keep it moving. When was it cold? Except when it was cold. Okay. And I wish they would stop booking people, booking the mayor right when he comes. Oh, he's got to get to someplace. He's got to go. He's got to be here at what this time. I wish they would stop doing that. Why does Stefan go to the sleep lot in broad daylight trying to expose fraud? At least go at night when people are actually there. My question for the mayor is, are they monitoring on what's going on with the Avondale Town Center? Okay, that's a good question. See, I like a question like that. That's old school 513 Cincy. That's a good question, old school. That's the kind. Can you call in with that question, old school? That's the kind of question I like. Them callers need to carefully twin screen. I mean screen. Okay, I know what you mean. People should be respectful. Maybe he would stay longer. What happened to LG? Catch up, Mustard. LG was arrested for going to Iris Rowley's house, banging on the door. I think he had a couple of drinks. All the irresponsible calls, those are the people that call in and hog up the line for the people who are going to ask the reasonable question. Did 3CDC take over the old JFS building? No, I think a developer's got that, and they're going to turn it into apartments. I don't think 3CDC has anything to do with that building. What's up, Hot Mike Cincy? What are you saying wow to? LG? I don't want softball questions for the mayor. I just want legitimate questions. Simple as that. I don't want a commentary before the question. People don't know how to ask the question, it seems like. I'm not sure if he's still in there or not.
Get on up, everybody! 1230 AM WDBZ, your talk station.
.1230 WDBZ, the buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware on a Thursday morning. And let's see. We've got Teresa, who said she had her medical bill paid.
Yes, that's what I was calling for. So
how much was it, Teresa?
It wasn't a lot, but the thing with me is I didn't apply for it. I got a letter in the mail saying they paid for my bill. I didn't know I had that bill. It was like $170 or something.
Really?
So paid by the city of Cincinnati. So yeah, I did get one paid.
Okay, well that's good.
Yep.
I know. Did you say thank you, Jesus?
Yeah.
See?
Yes.
I knew it. I knew it. All right, Teresa.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Thanks for your call. Oh, there you go. See, I know what they say when they get those things. Yeah. And they probably went to church and gave some to the church. Yeah. I'm telling you. All right. White liar.
Hey, I also had my medical bills taken care of by the city.
How much did they charge you for that transplant?
Well, it was a reduction
transplant
in an area that it's kind of embarrassing to talk about. It was like a major reduction. It was just, it was real hard. I mean, I lived my whole life like this.
They didn't have to do very much surgery at all.
I mean, it was like $30 million worth of cutting off Lincoln.
Yes,
so I appreciate the city for doing that.
Yes.
Hey, man, so let's check this out, man. All right, I want to give you a heads up, Lincoln. I know you'll be freaking out. I'm heading down to Florida tonight. I'll be gone for about a week, so don't worry about me. I'll be back. I'm heading down to Panama.
Oh.
Now, what's that one caller that called? What's his name? Shoestring, shoebox, shoeshine. What's his name down there in Panama that calls in here?
Suitcase.
That's right. I'm gonna holler at him when I get down there. So, I know, you and your little sidekick sitting there, you guys like playing clips all the time on here that fit the narrative of this radio station.
Yes.
But if you could find me the clip where Ted Cruz was talking to Biden's DEI chief yesterday, I'd appreciate that because you guys got a lot of explaining to do. Because I've been calling into this radio station for a while now, telling y'all how this DEI was discriminating against white people, and they finally confronted this person on it. They got the memos, they got the emails. And could you help me with that real quick?
Well, how can you discriminate against white people when that's why you have DEI get more people that are not white?
I know that. See, I knew you was going to say that. So, like, you've been fighting on this airway ever since Trump got elected that, like, MAGA's not happy. You can't discriminate against. First of all, MAGA is happy. We ain't going nowhere. Now, I know you're trying to convince people to help them with their feelings. That like this whole MAGA thing's falling apart.
It is.
No, we're not. We're still not coming to your side.
It's crumbling.
And I don't think you understand that.
Look, you don't have to come to my side. You just have to find another side other than Donald Trump. Simple as that. But
what you need to realize is there's more of us. Whatever we are now, MAGA, America First, whatever, we still ain't coming over there to your side.
In other words, MAGA don't die, they multiply.
100%.
Oh,
dang, that's tough right there.
Thanks for your call. Unbelievable. They don't die, they multiply. But no, they're crumbling. They're crumbling. They are crumbling. These gas prices are making them have buyer's remorse. Trust me.
Yeah, I do have a clip of.
But
let's go to George first.
Okay, where's George? Okay, George says he had his medical bills paid by the city. George, how are you?
Yes, I did.
And how much was your bill, George? I'm doing great. How much was your bill?
I can't remember, Lincoln, because I had some substantial surgeries, but my total cost was like $65,000.
What?
But yeah,
and they
because
paid
I had
it
back
all?
surgery and all kinds of stuff that was done to my insurance covered most of it, but the rest I was supposed to have to cover it myself.
Yeah.
But they paid my bills. They sent me a letter, like the young lady said before, and they sent me 2 letters.
Mm-hmm.
And besides that, they gave me gift cards to Kroger.
Dang.
I think it was $25 each, but $50 gift card to Kroger. I mean, I'm on a fixed income, receiving Social Security, all that kind of stuff. Then on disability, and disability was the reason why I had my surgery. But they paid my bills, and I said, thank you, Jesus.
I know you did. All right. Yes, all right. George, appreciate your call.
All right, thanks, Lincoln. Talk to you later.
All right. George tried to high five Jesus. He jumped up in the air with his hand up, trying to high five. Thank you, Jesus, for giving me this money, paying my expensive medical bills from the city of Cincinnati. Hallelujah. Let's rest this peaceful message. I'm preaching too much. I shouldn't have to preach this much on a Thursday morning. It's not even Sunday yet, and I've had 2 sermons. Unbelievable. And I've got a few sermons in me, that's for sure. But as Damon Lynch III said, if there's a hell below, we're all going to go. All right, let's go to my good friend Cam Hardy. Oh, hold on, Cam. Let me take a break, and then we'll come back. 12:30, The Buzz.
Bringing you the stories that go beyond the headlines. The Tavis Smiley Show.
This is Tavis.
All right. Hopefully someone will call in with a dental health success story. Okay. Oh, boy. The new term for radicals, that's supposed to be a less violent radical. What? Okay. I know that's what local government should do, help people. You're right. You're right, Nate. That's what they should do. And these stories are great stories. Great stories. Lincoln, you should get your own church. He can get a bag of apples with that $25 from Kroger. Okay. Oh, Christ Hospital has office that pays our hospital medical debts. Thank the city. Laugh out loud. Crazy folks thanking Jesus. Phew. Okay. Oh, that's Lindsay. Yeah, all right. He doesn't think Jesus had anything to do with that. If you can convince the lowest white man he's better than the richest black man, you don't have to pick his pockets. He'll give you his money. Okay. Lincoln City also paid the medical bills of the deceased previous owner of our home. She's been dead over 14 years. Jeez. I don't know if they should have paid those bills. They should have went away anyway. Mayor of New York is paving the way for economic freedom for all. Where's Stanford? He's somewhere writing up his question, which will be a 2-minute commentary before the question. How did Stanford ever get on the fire department? That's what I want to know. Swanee said Christ Hospital paid her mother's bill. What would you call your church, Uncle Lincoln's? Uncle Lincoln's Gospel Bourbon Buzz Tabernacle.
That must have been Brent.
No, that wasn't Brent, believe it or not.
Wow.
That was somebody named Unfiltered Mindset.
Uh-oh.
It wasn't Brent.
Somebody called in and said Pastor Mingo's birthday's today.
Oh, is it? Okay. Pastor Mingo.
Took us from a hopeless situation, and now we're homeowners. We have a savings account. I'm the first one to own a home out of my siblings.
Visit OperationHomefront.org to learn more.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
1230 The Buzz, your talk station.
.1230 WDBZ, The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you till 1 o'clock this afternoon. Coming up at 1, it's Reverend Al Sharpton. Coming up at 11, Mayor Affab Pirval will will be here in the studio. Cam Hardy, how you doing today?
I'm good. How you doing, Lincoln Ware?
I'm hanging in there. What's up? What's up?
Hey, I wanted to call in and chime in on the medical debt. So my grandmother, she had her debt forgiven, and the city had paid for it. It was about $9,000.
Okay, man, I tell you.
Yeah. She got a letter in the mail, and basically saying it was taken care of. So it was really easy.
Okay.
Self-explanatory. Yeah.
Hey, that's good. I mean, that's and like I think Nathan Ivey said, that's what government is supposed to do: help people.
I would agree. It was a huge lift off of our backs, as a family and everything like that. So it was good.
Mm-hmm. All right.
One more thing before I go and listen to the mayor. I got a Sunday Soul Classic request.
Uh-oh. All right. What is it?
Play me some SOS band, please.
SOS. All right. Take your time and do it right.
I'm a youngin' listening to your old school, huh?
Take your time and do it right. I think that's SOS.
That sounds perfect.
Yeah. All right. We'll get that for you, Cam.
All right. Talk to you later.
Thanks for your call. All right. That's young school looking for some old school, some soul classic, right there. We'll hook him up. All right. Let's move along. Let's go to Rick Jr., then Miss Nettie. Rick Jr., how are you?
Fine. Good morning. How you doing, Mr. Ware?
I'm hanging in there.
I had a couple questions for the mayor. One, ask him, over the last 15,
why
20 years.
Why didn't you just wait until he got in here to call? Why are you asking me to ask him?
All right,
call me back. Call back.
I didn't know if I was allowed to call back again.
And
make a comment about the Board of Education.
And make your question. Look, keep that question short. Okay.
Okay. Board, you talking about the comment about Board of Education?
No, the question that you're going to ask the mayor.
I'll keep it short.
Okay.
I'll keep it plain and short.
Okay.
Actually, two comments. Okay. Board of Education. I mean, God knows they need financial help and stuff.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a metric of how they have their budget spread. I know. I mean, just a high level talking point. Does most of the money go to salary? Does it go to school maintenance? Does it go to repair?
Most of the cities.
I like to know how they spend their money.
Most of the city's money goes to public service, police and fire.
No. I said Board of Education.
Oh, Board of Education. Board of Education.
Right.
I guess probably teachers pay and,
right.
I'm not sure. Next time she's I'll ask that question.
I'd like to see that broken out. And I got some good news. In the state of Ohio now, these state colleges can no longer hold your grade transcript or diplomas hostage if you owe money. That's good news. Because that's what happened to me. We had this dispute about some rent payment.
Okay, hold on. Which schools can do that?
State schools.
State schools.
Including UC. UC just blessed that about 2 years ago. The Board of Trustees blessed that. So now if you owe UC money, they no longer have a right to hold your grades or diploma hostage.
That's good. Now, work on condensing your question for the mayor. Work on that until he gets here. Thanks for your call. Okay. Condense that question. Miss Nettie, how in the hell are you?
I am good. Greetings to you from beautiful Lincoln Heights.
Yes.
And, Lincoln, the host with the most, okay?
Yes.
And then Sharon Ware, the lady of Walk and Talk.
The first lady of Walk and Talk.
The first lady. That's right.
Yes.
Baby. Oh, you remembered. And also to the real Terrence Howard, okay?
Yes.
Now, Drew and Kim Hill will be having their anniversary on Monday, okay? And tell Dwayne I said, hey, what's up?
Okay.
And I want to say hello to the real, oh my God. Oh, my God. I can't even get it out. But I just wanted to say that.
Yes. All right.
And to the, and the real, White Lion.
Oh, boy.
And I want to say hello to him, and hello to the Black Lion, and hello to Twin. Hello, how y'all doing? And hello, YouTubers. Hi, babies. All right, and that's all I have to say.
All right, Miss Nettie.
And Mayor.
What?
Say hello to him.
To who?
Mayor Aftab.
Oh, the mayor. Okay. All right.
All right.
I'll tell him Miss Nettie said hello.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thanks for your
baby.
call.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Yeah, she's unbelievable. The mayor's coming up at 11 o'clock, and let's hope he's not late. He's normally, his schedule is so tight, and he's always running late. But hopefully he's on time today. He's not out there, is he, Terrence Howard? Do you see anybody sitting out in the lobby? Is anybody out there? He says no. But we'll see. Hopefully he'll get here on time. All right, a couple other things I meant to bring up. I brought it up about the federal government fining migrants $18,000 to recoup all of their deportation costs. And, of course, more and more senators are stepping up now. To say they're not in favor of this slush fund that the president's trying to finagle. They see it's criminal. It's criminal. And then the IRS don't want them to look at his family's tax records after he's gone or anything. Yeah. Or anything. It's criminal what this man is doing. And he's doing it right in front of their face. They see it. They see this stuff happening. And the Speaker of the House, he is such a puppet. I want to cut his strings so bad because he is such a puppet. It's sickening how he kowtows to Donald Trump. It's sickening. Let's take a break. We've got news coming up, and hopefully the mayor will get here, and we'll talk to him. But get your straight to the point, no commentary, questions ready for the mayor. Of course, I'll have a few questions of my own, but let's hope the mayor, I hope he's not like Greg Landsman. Greg Landsman has become a pro at filibustering the answers. He'll take 2 calls in a half hour because it takes him 20 minutes to answer one question. I'm like, no filibuster, please. This is not Congress, no filibuster. But he's become a pro at that. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right. 513-749-1230. Oh, you know what? Let's give away a pair of tickets to the Ohio Black Expo right now. I'm going to take caller number 4. Caller number 4 right now at 513-749-1230. If you caller number 4, I will give you a pair of tickets to the Ohio Black Expo that's coming up in Columbus this weekend. So if you want to get out of town, give me a call right now at 513-749-1230. I'll give you a pair of tickets to the Ohio Black Expo if you're caller number 4. You're caller 1, I'm looking for number 4. You're caller 2, I'm looking for number 4. You're caller 3, I'm looking for number 4. You're so close. Hey, guess what? Guess what?
You're caller 3. Hello?
You're caller 4. Guess what? You're the winner.
Yay!
All right. What's your name?
Mary.
All right, where you calling from?
Evanston.
Evanston, all right. Well, congratulations. You just won yourself a pair of tickets to the Ohio Black Expo this weekend up in Columbus.
Oh, that sounds great.
All right, what station just made you a winner?
1230 The Buzz.
All right, hold on. Okay, let's take a break. We've got news coming up on 1230 The Buzz.
1230 AM, WDBZ, Cincinnati, an Urban One station. Listen online on thebuzzcincy.com. We are 1230 The Buzz, the home of the Lincoln Ware Show.
Sentencing is being ordered for a West Price Hill couple convicted in connection with the death of an infant child. First responders in May of last year were dispatched to a location on Dewey Avenue where a 5-month-old boy had drowned in a bathtub. DeGary Burbridge and Kiara Nettles each later pleaded guilty to reckless homicide charges and were sentenced yesterday to 90 days in prison plus 5 years probation. Grand jurors are indicting a Loveland couple accused of starving their young son. The 4-year-old's grandmother took the 27-pound 4-year-old to the hospital back in February, at which point authorities were contacted. The boy was removed from the custody of his parents, Tyrese Steele and Alicia Decker, who are now charged with felony assault. Steele is also charged with endangering children. The intersection where the Hamilton County Sheriff's Deputy Larry Henderson Jr. was fatally run down now bears his name. Henderson was killed in the line of duty in 2025. He was intentionally hit by a vehicle at Dr. Martin Luther King Drive West and Burnett Woods Drive. Signage was unveiled yesterday. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230, The Buzz.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
Take us with you wherever you go. Download the Buzz app for your smartphone today. For details, go to thebuzzcincy.com.
1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you till 1 o'clock this afternoon, and the mayor just got off the elevator, and we'll get him in here. And here he is, yes. And we might as well just do our intro. We can't start Ware and the Mayor without the intro, Terrence Howard. We can't.
It's time for Ware and the Mayor. Ware and the Mayor. From City Hall to your backyard. Find out what's going on in and around Cincinnati with Ware and the Mayor on 1230 The Buzz.
1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. And in the studio, we've got Mayor Affab Pirval with us today. And it's been man, these months roll around quick, don't they?
They roll around quick.
Jeez,
but it's good to see you, Lincoln. How you been?
Good to see you, boy. I've been great. Great. A lot has happened since you were here last time.
Yeah, there's always a lot happening in the city.
I'm telling you. All right, where do we start? Let's start shooting last night on 9th and Walnut. There's been a shooting on Fountain Square since you were here. And I was telling people, you don't wear a P on your vest and have a cape. There's no way. When can the mayor stop these shootings? I don't know. A human can't stop this.
Well, it's difficult. I mean, look, we take public safety very seriously. It's what we spend most of our time on. It's just making sure that it not only is safe, but it also feels safe. And these two shootings, I think it's important to understand the facts around them. The first one on Fountain Square involved a dispute between a private dispute, frankly, between an employee of that restaurant and then, someone who was kind of stalking them. I guess it was a disagreement about a girl.
Right.
And so, that's very frustrating. It goes to the amount of guns in our community and to the inability to resolve differences without shooting each other. And then, the details are still coming out about the most recent shooting, but that, again, looks like it was targeted and very intentional and somewhat planned. And so, it's difficult, but that's not an excuse for what our sacred duty is, which is to keep people safe. We have been very proactive on visibility, particularly in the urban core. Our walking patrols, our bike patrols, our drones are now responding to almost all incidents. And we have a real-time crime center that is now 24/7, 365. But it is, we do need partnership with folks to not be carrying around guns looking for trouble. I mean, that is very hard. We also had, a very tragic shooting on a Metro bus. And again, it was, the inclusion of guns with an argument, and it's tragic and it is very frustrating. But we are not. Our resolve is not diminished. We are going to continue to fight to keep us safe and to hold bad actors and criminals accountable.
Do you have a plan in place for the summer? The weather will turn warm. They'll have many different events happening downtown. What's the plan to keep people safe? Because, I mean, when you look at it, it's safe downtown. It's safe, but people get that in their mind that it's not safe. Yeah. So how do you assure people that it's safe in downtown Cincinnati?
Well, we announced our summer safety plan a couple of weeks ago with a press conference with Chief Henney and not just Chief Henney, but also with Parks and Rec and also our youth employment programs, because our approach to this is not just to focus on police. Of course, that is a priority, but also to make sure that we're dealing with the underlying cause of some of this violence, which is poverty. And so, we're doubling down on walking patrols, on bike patrols. CDRT and SWAT will be out not just on the weekends, but during the week as well. We'll be expanding walking patrols, not just to the urban core, but also to some of our business districts throughout our neighborhoods, because crime isn't just a problem downtown. Anyone affected by crime in our neighborhoods, deserves the same kind of urgency and care from us. And so we're really focused on that, and we're continuing to partner with the sheriff and the highway patrol on actual enforcement.
That partnership will continue.
Partnership will continue. We've signed a year-long MOU. I didn't want to sign a multi-year MOU because I don't know who the next governor is going to be. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm going to have as close of a relationship. Hopefully, I will, but we'll see. But yeah, that is solid. We've cracked down on some of these transit centers for the benefit of the bus riders because of some criminal activity and some just loitering that was going on, particularly around Government Square, which contributes, unfortunately, to some of the not the most recent shootings, but just some of the feelings around Fountain Square. And so, this again, this is what we spend our time on, not just the police, but also making sure that all of our pools are open, expanding Rec at Night, investing more dollars into youth employment. The work we did last year with medical debt, it's all relevant to public safety to give people a reason to choose a job or a book rather than a gun, and that's the fight that we'll continue to wage.
Speaking of recreation centers, someone called today and said you had mentioned that some of the railroad money could go to refurbishing some of the recreation centers.
Yeah, we just broke ground on exactly that. The Dunham Recreation Center on the west side was a tuberculosis hospital. I think we're putting in $6 to $7 million into that rec center on the west side. It's a beautiful rec center, a beautiful property with these incredible trees, but the building is just not where it needs to be, and so that work is happening and it's continuing. Absolutely, we're and not to mention we opened up a new Boys and Girls Club in Roll Hill, which isn't a rec center, but serves a very similar purpose.
And all this is railroad money.
The Dunham Recreation Center is the Roll Hill was done kind of the same year the rec center was done, or the railroad was done. But rec center, I mean, we're building a new rec center in North OTR, one of the most dangerous street segments in our city. Again, not just throwing police at it, but really trying to invest in the community and the needs that they have.
Do you have this person in place that's going to help you spend that railroad money? I know the board said this was going to happen, so.
Yeah, so we are working on not just that, but working on making sure that our procurement policies are in line with our equity goals and are in line with getting these dollars out as quickly as possible. I'm really proud of the fact that we have been able to more than double the amount of money that we have for existing infrastructure, going from $25 million to now $60 million. And the principal of the trust fund has grown from $1.6 billion to nearly $2 billion. So the money is there. We just got to spend it, and not spend it, but we've got to invest it more effectively for sure.
Yeah, those streets. I'm telling you, every time I go down a bumpy street, I'm like, "Where's that railroad money? Get the street paved." But
look, it's a priority for us. We've doubled the amount of money going into street repaving. But here's the truth of the matter. Asphalt, a big part of asphalt, component part is oil. Asphalt was already very expensive, but given the tariffs, given the war in Iran, asphalt is now going through the roof. And so it's even more expensive to pave these roads. As I mentioned in the past, it was $1 million just to pave 1 mile of road, double-sided road. That number is going up and up and up. And so, we've got, I think, $15 million. We'll announce the budget tomorrow. We've got like $10 to $15 million in the budget for road paving, which is a lot of money, but it just gets swallowed up because it's so expensive.
All right. So why would you have that in the budget for road paving when you can use the railroad money for that? Why would that come out of
that's in the budget is all railroad money too.
Okay.
So that is railroad money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone says, how can you pay off hospital bills for people and you got a deficit in the city?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
and some people have called in and were really happy, thanking Jesus for getting that letter that you paid. Some lady said $10,000 she got a bill was paid.
That's great. I'm glad to hear that. Look, I mean, first of all, it's important to know that the money that we set aside, I think it was like $1.4 million to wipe out over $100 million worth of medical debt. So that, speaking of return on investment, that is a massive return on investment. And the return is not money coming back to the city. The return is money coming back to our citizens, which is the most important return on investment. And so that's the rationale for why we did that. The money was coming from the budget from last year, and so that's that we didn't have a big deficit from that. And frankly, investing in people, getting these obstacles of debt off of them like a chain around their ankle, allows them to actually work, make more money, have a better credit score, hopefully be able to one day rent or own something. And that's what really contributes to the growth of our economy, to strengthening our middle class, and to decreasing violence. And so it's all related. And so that I will stand 10 toes down on that investment. That is $1.4 million for $100 million. That's a no-brainer.
All right. So what do you think the budget hearings are coming up. The meetings are coming up. Everybody wants money from the city. You got a deficit. What do you think you're going to cut? What do you think is?
Yeah, well, we're finalizing the budget now. We're announcing it tomorrow. I'll give you a little bit of a preview. I mean, look, we've got when all is said and done, around a $30 million deficit that we're trying to fix. Now, originally we were thinking it might be $50 million. We've had a stronger kind of second half of the fiscal year than we were expecting, which is all good news. But the tariffs and the war in Iran is definitely not just hitting people's pocketbooks, but also hitting the city's pocketbooks. And so, look, we're not going to cut basic services. That's not something that we're going to do. But we are asking, for example, council offices to take a 5% cut. My office is taking a 5% cut. We're not cutting human services funding. It's still going to be 1.5% of our budget. And because our budget continues to grow in revenue, that's going to be they're going to see a significant increase for our social safety net. Some of the leverage support, the dollars we give out to other organizations, some of those dollars are going to be cut.
Oh boy.
But and so look, it's going to be some tough decisions, but we're able to fund our priorities, and that is public safety, that is equity in our economy, and I don't expect that to change.
All right. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back with more of Ware and the Mayor. And the favorite time of the day, every line is busy. So, as soon as you walk in the door, everybody lines up to talk to you.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right, we're going to take a break, and then we'll come back. If you're on YouTube, we're going to leave the mics on in the studio and let you hear what goes on between breaks, between me and the Mayor. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back 12:30. The Buzz.
Hey, y'all, what up? This your boy, Ricky Smiley. I want to drop you an invite to something.
Normally, when you're here, we're not live when during the breaks, but when I'm by myself, I'm live. But today, we're live, so they hear what you're saying on YouTube. Well, you're on YouTube. We don't talk about it. I mean, we're talking about how's the kid doing? How's the kid doing?
Kids are good. So
turn that mic around to you.
Sorry. So the 6-year-old. I guess CPS ends at the end of this month. So he's just got a couple weeks or a week and a half left or so. The youngest one, his preschool ended yesterday. So he's I spared you from him, but he's in my office right now.
Oh, is he? How old is he?
We're in between summer childcare. He's 4.
Okay.
But he is of the two. He's the I always say if we had him first, he'd be an only child because he's a bit of a challenge.
Yes,
he's more like me than his mom.
Now, do you have any vacations planned?
No,
you know what happens when you go on vacation.
Yeah, I feel like I'm the unluckiest guy in the world. No vacations planned. My wife and my sons are going on a summer break, but I'm staying home.
Okay.
Which is good. I travel to go to the U.S. Conference of Mayors. I'm in leadership there. It's a really important time for us because we're all trying to collectively fight back against some of these Trump policies. So I'll be doing that, but no, I'll be around. Like, you want to hang out in the summer? You want to go to
let's go to a Reds game. We'll go to a Reds game. You got to come to the Lincoln Ware Walking Club.
Oh, I'd love that.
We start the first Saturday in June, and we start walking at 8:30. So come on out to Winton Woods and do a little walking with us.
I'd love to. Yeah, and, it's been a while since I've been out there.
I know it. Let's see what else we got going on. I think I'm not going to Spain with the Bengals. That's just, I'm not, I got too much to do at home to pay those prices. But I think I'm going to Houston.
Okay.
Miami. And that will be mainly the two.
I haven't spent much time in Houston, but I understand the food there is incredible because, you've got obviously the southern kind of cuisine that is mixed up with kind of the African diaspora cuisine, plus the Vietnamese cuisine apparently is really big there, and obviously barbecue, etc. So hopefully you'll check some of that out.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm looking forward. I've never been to Houston, so this will be my first trip to Houston.
What's somewhat nerdy about that I find interesting about Houston is they don't have zoning, so you can have like a skyscraper next to like a residential single-family home.
Okay.
Now that's not usual, but that could happen, right? So, and it's just my understanding is it's so big it has two outer loops, like it has two highways that circle it. You should check out the NASA stuff when you're in Houston too.
Yeah. If I have enough time, I'm going down a couple of days early, so maybe I'll have time to do some of that stuff. I would like, in Dallas, that building has got the green.
Yeah.
Why don't we do that to the Crew Tower here? I think that would really highlight
that
the
would
skyline.
Be cool. That would be cool.
I don't know how that gets done, but
money.
I mean that would really, that's
money
true.
is the answer to all your questions. That's a good idea. I mean, the Crew Tower is under a new owner who is investing money into it. I mean, a couple of years ago, the facade was crumbling down. I don't know if you noticed, but there were nets around near Fountain Square. He's stabilized that and now is really looking at turning the office space into housing and then really like making that kind of commercial area into more of a mall. So he's the one that did the Macy's building, which has been a huge success. So I'm really optimistic about Carew.
What about Amy Acton? Have you talked to her?
I have talked to her a lot. Yeah.
People. I don't know. People don't like Ramaswamy. They don't like his connection to Trump. So she might be able to squeeze us out here. I don't know.
Ramaswamy. He's got some challenges. He's definitely got some challenges. But look, let's focus on Amy. I mean, she's just.
Don't leave us in the car. Take us with you. Go to your favorite app store, search WDBZ, and download the Buzz app today. It's time for Ware and the Mayor. Ware and the Mayor. From City Hall to your backyard. Find out what's going on in and around Cincinnati with Ware and the Mayor on 1230 The Buzz.
1230 WDBZ, The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you. And we were just on YouTube during the break talking to the mayor and
behind the scenes content.
Yeah, right. We're gonna hang out.
You got a paywall against that?
Yes. Behind the scene conversation here with the mayor, and you'll be doing a few things by yourself this summer, maybe. We'll have to go to a couple of game meetings, something to whine about, and have a couple of drinks, and we'll be all right. All right, let's go to the phones. Let's start off with Denise. Denise, you have a question for the mayor.
Yes. Hello, Mayor and Mr. Ware. I have two quick questions. One, can we get the Ferris wheel back, or can we get our own? That's the first one. And the second one is there information on the city's website that indicates the streets being paved and the next ones to be paved, etc.? Okay, I'll get off to listen to your answer.
Those were great questions.
Those are great
Denise.
questions.
Yes.
Thank you, Denise. So let's talk about the banks first. The Ferris wheel. My interest, Lincoln, is we've got to get some momentum going at the banks. We've got to see some investment there. The rebar, sticking out of the garages, it has been there for as long as I can remember. It's just not a good look for the front door of the city. The Freedom Center is there. Some really big institutions like the Bengals and Reds are there, and I want to see some momentum. Initially, we were talking about bringing back the Ferris wheel to do just that. There was some disagreement from this, and this is a collaboration between the city and the county. But I think some members of the county were not necessarily excited about a Ferris wheel.
I thought it looked pretty good down there.
They were concerned about inappropriate things happening.
Well, somebody did try to have a little sex up there one time going around.
I think some of the commissioners were a little worried about that, but so I don't know if a Ferris wheel will actually happen, but something this year is going to happen on that site. We're really pushing hard to develop it, even if it's not a long-term building, but something like a short-term Ferris wheel or something to put there to just show some activity and some movement, because the banks has been unfinished for 2 decades now. And then the second question about the road repaving, the website does show what our projects are coming up. If you go to our website and go to Cincy on Track, you can see the investments that we're making into road paving, into rec centers, into fire stations on a kind of year-over-year basis.
All right. Let's go to Rodney. Rodney, you have a question. I guess Rodney didn't have a question. Kevin. Nope. Kevin, you have a question.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Mayor.
Morning.
Mr. Mayor, downtown Cincinnati is not safe. It's a violent place. It's getting more violent. You fired a police chief, Chief Fiji. You blamed her for a Fountain Square shooting. We have another Fountain Square shooting. You came out and supported this police chief after that shooting, just like you did Chief Fiji. Where's your credibility on this issue? In addition, if you're really serious about this issue about fighting crime downtown, especially the violent crime in the business district, why will you not accept Governor DeWine's offer to send out Ohio State troopers around the clock to support the Cincinnati Police Department in fighting this crime? And then one more thing, why is it you have not personally declared a good shoot on the Rodney Hinton shooting by the Cincinnati Police Department? It was investigated by the prosecutor. The prosecutor came forward, Connie Pillage, and declared it a good shoot. You have not. Iris Rowley has not declared that a good shoot by the Cincinnati Police Department. That is one way how you can stand up, voice your support for the Cincinnati Police Department.
All right.
You continuously defund them. You want to demoralize them.
You've asked
You're
the
not
question.
serious about supporting your
let him keep
Go ahead, Kevin.
Popping off. So I defunded them. How did I defund them?
By demoralizing them.
Oh,
There's
I see.
a lot of different ways you can do it. Absolutely.
Demoralize.
Where's your support of them? How often do you ever show up in the districts and support them?
Okay, let him
I hear
respond.
it all the time
Let
down the
him
courthouse.
respond.
I was just trying to understand the defund. It's interesting the verbal gymnastics he used there because we have increased the budget year over year. In fact, we just recently agreed to a historic salary increase and benefits increase. We passed the railroad, which will directly go to benefiting the infrastructure that the police rely on, like police stations. So there's just this
Mr. Mayor,
untruth.
what you've done is you increased the salary and the contract of your police agitator, Iris Rowley, who does nothing
That's what
but
it all
deter
boils down to.
Thanks,
your
Kevin.
police department from doing their job.
All right, thanks for you guys. So it all comes down to Iris Rowley.
It seems like Iris is demoralizing Kevin. Look, most of the things that he said were not true, starting with defunding. I think the other thing that what was the second kind of thing that he was talking about?
You won't accept the state patrol coming in.
So again,
and do we have to pay for that? Do we have to pay the state?
No, we don't. So this is another just thing that has been wrong for a long time. Our current contract has no limits on our partnership with the State Highway Patrol. Our contract last year did have a limit on it, but that was language that we accepted from State Highway Patrol. In fact, we took their letter offering their support and just put it in an MOU and then sent it back to them. But this year, there's no limit. It's entirely up to Chief Henney. And as it relates to just last year, there's no doubt that I was frustrated with what was going on and what was not going on. And in fact, the press asked me almost every week whether I had confidence in Chief Thigi. So it's not as if.
And most of those weeks you said, yes, I do have confidence.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's important because, the chief or whoever, whether it's fire chief, police chief, DPS chief, needs to have the support to actually do their job publicly. And so, but my fundamental point is it's not as if, if I was being asked about whether I had confidence in her, then clearly the community was losing confidence, and clearly the press was losing confidence.
And when did you lose that confidence?
Look, I was frustrated the entire summer because of a lack of buy-in on the visibility strategy that we had all agreed to, about walking patrols, about increased bike presence, about trying to push visibility in order to address the perceptions.
And that wasn't happening.
And it wasn't happening. Okay. And so it's now happening. I don't hold any chief responsible for crime happening. I think that's an unfair barometer. But I do expect responses. And I do expect proactive planning and strategy, and unfortunately that wasn't happening. But again, fundamentally, that's my opinion. But ultimately, it's the city manager's decision, and I support her wholeheartedly. And I'm really confident that we have a team in place to really address the safety concerns that are real.
All right, Dr. Finch, you have a question.
Hi, yes. Good morning. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you, Doc?
I am well. Just wanted to reintroduce myself. I am Dr. Finch, or Dr. V, the new Chief Executive Director for SOAC. Just wanted to reintroduce myself to you guys.
Love SOAC.
And just to say good morning, and just also wanted to address some of the issues that I've been hearing and seeing just in regard to the Victory Vistas, and just always wanted to make sure and just reassure everyone of our active presence as service coordinators and advocates for wraparound services for them, and in partnership with Kingsley and Company, that we have always been boots on the ground and supportive of the seniors. I know there has been a lot of controversy about our stands and the things that took place there, but I just want to just reassure everyone that we have always been present, and to just set the record straight that we are here for the seniors and providing that service, and just making sure that we advocate with them and remove any barriers that they may have.
Okay. Is there a question? Do you have a question, a direct question?
I just want to know the mayor's standpoint on when it comes to affordable housing for the seniors, and what does that look like to him?
All right.
Yeah, it looks like exactly what we've been doing across the city. Cutting a ribbon. Most recently, in a northern community of the city, we have invested in Victory Vistas, for example.
Well, and it looked like
we've invested in senior housing, all throughout the city, in partnership with Talbert House, in partnership with Mercy. I'm forgetting the name of the Tender Mercies in OTR. We just cut the ribbon on that this year. Wraparound services for seniors and vulnerable communities. Look, we are putting a lot of money into supporting our seniors. It's a top priority for us. We continue to push on it. We haven't solved this issue, but it is something that we're very, very committed to.
And it looked like at Vista Village, or Vista, what is it? Vista
Village?
Yeah.
Village Vista, I think.
Yeah. It looks like they just didn't read the fine print, and I think everybody's okay up
Everybody's
there now.
okay now,
Yeah.
but it was not the residents' fault. Let's just be very clear. Look, I'm not here to cast blame on anybody, but what I know is that we had a council meeting that was heartbreaking, where the entire council chamber was filled with senior citizens, many of whom were on walkers or relying on canes or in wheelchairs, on fixed income coming in and saying, my rent is going up, in some instances 100% out of the blue.
Yeah.
And these, in some instances, were seniors who were already living in stable housing, but left voluntarily in order to move into this property. That was a problem, a massive problem for not just me, all of council, but most importantly for those senior citizens. Heartbreaking. I think this also was happening around the holidays. So this was a crisis. The city activated, CMHA activated, provided vouchers to close the gap. And so, I think things are much more stable there now. But it certainly wasn't the residents' fault. I'm not casting blame. I think what the doctor said about SOAC is exactly right. They are an incredible partner supporting our seniors. So I hope nothing is bouncing back on them. But I just want to be clear, that was a real problem that we had to work collaboratively to fix.
Yeah. And but was it the fault of Ndukwe, or was it the management who he had in there to?
From my perspective, I'm not interested in casting blame. I'm not close enough to the finances of that. But from where I sit, people were in desperate need and crisis, and we tried to help them. So the only thing I'm pushing back on, Lincoln, is I just want to make it very clear it was not the residents' fault. Whose fault it is, I'll let other people decide. But my interest is protecting and defending the residents.
All right, one final call. Meridianite James, how are you?
Doing pretty good, Mr. And hello to you, Mayor. And I have two quick things. Most of the listeners know how I became Meridianite James temporarily. And Mayor, I'll be coming to you for a proclamation for our journey. It's our 56-year convention. So I have to get the procedure, get a proclamation. All right, second thought. I think I got a pretty good idea of what's going on with the youth. And I even say from 40 down. And I probably need to book a sit-down with you to explain what I'm speaking of. But 40s and down, those people have not normalized the depression, oppression, suppression as the 50 and up have done. So you get past that age group, they cannot even relate with each other.
All right, get to the question. Get to the question.
Yeah, what I'm asking about, can I have a sit down with him to explain this? That is my question.
Okay.
How do I go?
Can he sit down and talk to you about his plan for the youth?
Yeah, so we do regularly this program called Mayor's Night In. And so I think we're setting some up for the summer where folks who have ideas like this can come in and talk to me about them. And so once we schedule our next Mayor's Night In, we'll make sure and let you know, Lincoln, so you can publicize it to the rest of your listeners.
Definitely. Let me know, and we'll get you in there. It's people who lived in Meridian, Mississippi. They have a national following, and they have a convention in different cities every year.
Okay.
And the Meridianites are having their big national convention in Cincinnati this year. That's what he was talking about.
Oh, I see. I was having a hard time following
Meridian,
that.
Mississippi is okay. One more call. I promise you this is the last call.
Sure.
Angie, you have a question.
Yes. Hello.
Hi.
To both of you.
How you doing?
Fine. I called, I guess, about a couple months ago, and you were on the line with Lincoln as well. And I had a question about a Verizon pole that was put in my yard. Well, I call it my yard, but the city say I think about 4 feet of it is their yard, which I have another question about it being their yard, because I don't know why they're not coming and cut the grass and do the snow removal since it's their yard, and I'm doing it. But they put a Verizon pole, and during the summertime, it turns my grass black. And I've done a little bit of research on it, and it says that this throws off certain kind of things that's not good for the public. I'm not quite sure why. It's an eyesore. People like to stand around it and smoke weed and put bottles there. And you sent a gentleman out to look at it, actually, when I last spoke about it. Gentleman came out. He looked at it. Me and my husband spoke to him for a few minutes. He said he couldn't understand why they would put something like that there, but I never heard anything back. Yeah.
Okay. And you care to give the address?
What's the address?
And they'll write it down and check in on it.
Yeah, we did that last time.
Okay, can you do it again?
I'm going to keep calling.
Can you give the address again just in case they...
We can do it again. And while you're doing that, maybe they can find out, since I found out that some of this is the city's yard.
Okay, what's the address?
Are we going to be compensated for all the upkeep we do for the yard?
We need the address.
Okay, I'm not going to give it over the air. Can I give it to Mr.
Okay, give it to Terrence
your
Howard.
gentleman?
I'll put you on hold, and you can give it to Terrence Howard, and he'll give it to the
And
mayor.
Lincoln Ware, you are the best host in the world.
Well, thank you very much there, Angie. Appreciate that.
All right.
All right.
Alrighty.
Thanks for your call. All right, Mayor.
Hey, thanks
Looks
for having
like
me,
our time
man.
is up. We'll see you again next month.
See you next month.
All right. And I got one question before you go. Any consideration of maybe running for governor in 4 years?
Lincoln, I'll see you next month.
All right. All right. That's going to do it for Ware and the Mayor for this month. We'll take a quick break, and then I'll come back and talk to you right here on 1230, The Buzz.
What's happening, good people? It's your cousin Trip Fontaine, and this is the Trip After Dark podcast.
So I told him to go to therapy. I don't need therapy. I don't need to talk to no stranger about, what? All my stuff is fine.
One of the things I've been thinking about when we talk about safety is harm. When I talk about accountability and we talk about love, we have to consider we do each other harm.
This is the Trip After Dark podcast. Listen on the Trip After Dark app and urban1podcast.com.
Join us this Memorial Day for the 80th anniversary West College Hill Memorial Day Parade, presented by Cincinnati Sunrise Homes and Cincinnati Sunrise Auto Sales, and proudly organized by the West College Hill Civic Association, right here in the West College Hill community, aka the Sub. If you know, you know. Bring your cars, motorcycles, and trucks. Be part of the parade, and most importantly, bring your family. Lineup starts at 9 a.m. at Crutchfield Park. Whether you're walking or driving, the parade kicks off at 10 a.m. We're now looking for vendors, sponsors, donors, and participants.
For more information, call 513-518-2307.
We all make plans for the future, but car accidents, break-ins, and unexpected fires can disrupt those plans.
Oh, boy. All right. I thought we got some pretty good questions in. And I did not, Juicy Peaches, I did not answer all the questions. Get out of here. I did not answer. Lincoln wrote Amy acting off. She better start spending that money. You got that right.
You want it? No.
Oh, yeah, he can come on in.
He's going to start first there.
Okay. All right, whenever he's ready. All right. So there's North College Hill and College Hill. We have a West College Hill now. We've always had a West College Hill. I used to live in West College Hill. Musty Caucasians and now exit the chat. What are you talking about? Y'all crazy. Oh, boy. Okay, so we were going to have the insurance guy in. He'll be in a second. Oh, man. Okay. There you go. Maybe. $12:30 WDBZ. Why did he dodge the Hinton question? I'm not sure. Amy Acton needs to get serious about her run and not just be photo ops. It's Verizon. That's why they're there and not being handled. Okay. Maybe you should get some money from Verizon, they got something on your property. You're supposed to be getting some money for that if that's your property, huh? Lincoln, what was the Cincinnati neighborhood you lived in before Montgomery? God's Country. I lived in God's Country of Silverton. Yes. You make the Pro Bowl every year. I was just reading some of what people are talking about on YouTube, and they're talking about a whole bunch of stuff. Somebody said, I answered all the questions for the mayor. That is not true. Anyway, now I'm hungry. So let's go to the Dukester, find out what. I think he better dial over. Maybe he'll call back. Jeez, what was that? I'm not sure. But hopefully he'll call back. And Master Ron, we were getting ready to go to you, and you hung up. All right. Verizon co-leases from the city on a smidgen of private land. Okay. All right. 513-749-1230. And he's an all-pro blocker for the mayor. Okay. Silverton is not a Cincinnati neighborhood, but the kids who live in Silverton can go to Cincinnati public schools. How about that? How about that? There you go.
Okay, so the Dukester tried to call back. I still heard a lot of noise in the background.
Really?
So
I don't know.
Until then, Mr. Ware, guess what? I got a clip. You're going to love this one, Mr. Ware.
Yes, I wanted to hear that.
Because you're a God-fearing, Bible-loving, toting Christian guy. You're going to love this story.
All right,
really making himself at home, a tenant's home, that is, in Westland. They called him over to do home repairs and instead caught him in the act with a woman. Fox News' Jessica Dupnack is tracking this one for us tonight. She joins us live in our newsroom with more, and this one just gives you the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, you never know what you're walking into when you come into work here at Fox 2 Roop. Now, the tenants in Westland, they say that the tenant and his special little friend, they position themselves right in front of the security camera. We had to look at all that footage, very clear what they're doing. We paid a visit to that tenant to see what he had to say for himself.
He walked back and forth through here naked. And
what did he do in the kitchen? I saw him come out with some kind of rag or something.
I don't know. I might have been trying to make a sandwich, but I don't know. It's creepy.
Their landlord was supposed to be removing dead birds from the attic. Instead, he was giving a lesson on the birds and the bees on camera.
So right now we're kind of standing at the scene of the crime. Mm-hmm. What did you guys do? Did you clean before you?
Most definitely. My wife, she's germophobic, so I had to most definitely clean it before she even stepped in anywhere in this house, period.
It allegedly happened Monday in Westland while Javon Crawford and his wife were in the hospital with his sick grandma. His wife started getting alerts from their security cameras on her phone.
She just pointed the phone to me, and then I seen him just doing what he was doing right here in our house.
Was it live?
It was live footage.
Oh my God.
Time stamped and everything.
Bonnet down, legs up for about an hour.
I'm wondering too if this guy's done this before. He seems so comfortable.
Too comfortable. So I know for a fact that somebody that comfortable, what else could be done?
That landlord has some explaining to do. We tracked him to his Canton Township home.
Is this you, naked in a tenant's home?
What? The Crawfords have handed that X-rated film over to police.
How hard is it going to be next month to cut that check to him?
It's going to be hard. I'm gonna probably write some languages on the back of the check for him to transfer to him.
Special memo.
Yeah, special memo.
Yeah, the landlord drove off. He would not commit to himself being in that video. Now, we did consult some prosecutors and defense attorneys. They're a little bit split on whether a crime was actually committed here. If there is one, and police are investigating, it would probably be something like trespassing, which is a misdemeanor. But it's likely they have a civil matter on their hands for some kind of lease violation. Reporting live in the newsroom, Jessica Dupnack, Fox 2 News.
I just have you shaking your head. Who exactly is the person who he was engaging with in these videos, according to investigators?
Yeah, engaging is a very nice way to put it, Roop. We do not know. We asked the tenants. They said they asked around. Even some of the neighbors showed the video to see if maybe they could find out who this woman is, because she could potentially be on the hook for charges too, again, if it is in fact a crime.
Our Jessica Dupnack for us live in the newsroom. Jess, thanks for that report.
Unbelievable.
No bread, no water, just meat.
Now, I wouldn't pay this guy rent money after I saw that video. He would owe me some rent money. Are you kidding me? He rented my apartment. That is crazy. Unbelievable. All right. In the studio with me, none other than... Oh, let's go. The Dukster's ready? What line is it? Okay, let's try the Dukster. Let's try the Dukster this time. Dukster, how you doing?
Hey, good morning to you, Lincoln. And guess what, Buzz? Listen, that's right. It's Thursday. Not only is that, it's Free Side Thursday at the Dukester. And that's where you get a free side dish with your meal or a free slice of a buttercream or lemon pound cake. Or just stop in and ask for a sample, whatever it is you would like. Now, for you folks that are looking for some great tickets for the upcoming Cincinnati Music Festival, before you buy those tickets, make sure you call the Dukester first at 513-761-2300. Now, with this burst of cool weather, it's vitally important that you get a good meal for lunch or dinner. So why not stop by the Dukester? On our menu today is our baked or deep-fried cod fish, with macaroni and cheese and potato salad. Or come on in for a big Duke burger platter with steak fries and coleslaw. We're also featuring our golden salmon croquettes with gravy, rice, and green beans. But my pick for today, Lincoln, is your favorite. Baby beef, liver, and onions with mashed potatoes and gravy, smothered cabbage, and hot buttered cornbread. Have a blessed day, everybody. We'll talk at you later, Lincoln.
All right, that's the Dukester right there in the Summit Plaza on Reading Road. Maybe that was our line in here that was doing all that.
Yeah, that's why I just told him to call back on the regular line and see what happens.
Yeah. Let me check that line. Sounds good right here. Okay. Anyway, we've got none other than Dwayne Hunter from our good friends over at Shelter Insurance. And Dwayne Hunter, you know, I've got a cousin that owns a body shop, and he says during the spring and summer, that's when the most of the accidents happen. Not in the winter with the ice and snow, but in the summertime when it's bright and sunny out there.
Yeah, I think that may be contribute to the youthful drivers coming out.
Pull it down
a lot of youthful drivers in the summertime and not paying close attention on the roads. I think that has something to do with it.
And I can't remember if I asked you the last time you were here about how these insurance companies are totaling these cars.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you have a little fender bender and you think you're okay, and by the time they do the estimate, the insurance company said, we're going to total that. And they write you a check for the car, I guess Blue Book value, and you might owe $10,000 on the car. You're stuck.
Right. There's a couple ways to handle that situation. Normally, you'll get the gap coverage from your loan if you have a loan on the car. And if you don't have a loan on the car, you want to get gap coverage through your insurance, and it's really inexpensive. And what it means by gap is the difference between what you owe on the car and the actual cash value of the vehicle.
Okay.
So insurance is going to cover up to the actual cash value. To you, it may be extremely valuable. It takes you back and forth to work, everything, but to the insurance company,
it's
$50 or whatever it is.
So when you can get the Shelter Insurance offer gap insurance.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. We sure do.
All right. Okay. So it's best for people to get that if they owe a lot of money on their car, because it could be really trouble.
It goes down in value as soon as you take it off the lot.
Right.
As soon as you drive off the lot.
Now, what are the trends going on in the home insurance coverage and things like that? Are there any new trends going on?
No, I would say not really. I think that I've seen from last year, I do cost estimators on homes. The values the rebuild homes are going up, and it's based off everything going on with the inflation, supply chain issues, everything that's going on with the cost of gas, all the materials to build homes. It's more expensive now. So I see the cost to rebuild is higher. It's been higher.
So
but
you should, when they appraise your home, you should make sure you're covered.
Right. You want to make sure you have a cost estimator where we look at what it costs to rebuild, the materials of your home. If you got a deck, porch, things of that nature, you want to make sure that's included in the price, because you got your market value, which you would pay for the house, but then the cost to rebuild the home is a different number. So you want to make sure you got that together.
Because I had my kitchen done since I've got the insurance, I need to sort of let them know, and so we can cover the cost of the kitchen, but they're gonna appraise it for just a regular kitchen,
right? Because it may be a custom built kitchen, so you want to have different kinds of appliances in there because it's more upscale, so you want to make sure you got the right amount of coverage for that, for sure.
Okay, all right. Well, I tell you what, people need to get covered. There's a lot of people out there driving around without insurance.
Yes, it is. And one great thing about Ohio, this is a state that offers uninsured motorist property damage. So even if you didn't have collision coverage on your car, you can add uninsured motorist property damage, which covers your vehicle if it's hit by somebody who does not have insurance coverage. It's really inexpensive. Make sure you have that coverage if you're not carrying collision coverage on your car.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Boy, I tell you, it's always something. Now, even if the insurance company totals your car, you have to get that salvage title. If you keep it, if you get it fixed, you got to get that salvage title, and you can't get insurance to cover that car anymore, can you?
Well, most of the time with the salvage title, they won't cover the collision portion.
Right.
So but you can get liability coverage, but normally they don't want to cover a car that's already been, totaled out. They won't give you collision coverage on that most times.
But you can get coverage if you run into somebody.
Liability and comprehensive, those things, but normally the collision is what they would not put on the car.
Okay, all right. What number can they reach you?
They can reach me at area code 513-805-4377.
All right, what about life insurance?
Yeah, the life insurance campaign has been going on about 8 days now. Been a little slow at the office with the life insurance. Had a few folks back out on me.
Really?
Yeah, it seems like people, I don't know, they get reluctant right at the time,
life insurance.
Yeah.
That's so important.
And I tell you, Lincoln, it's kind of, I'm looking forward to having a better result here in the next couple of weeks.
Why do they say they're backing out? Do they have to go through or take a medical exam or something?
Most of the times, no. Because when you do a policy under $50,000, most companies, they're not asking for exams. It's apprehension. I think it's something, in our epigenetic memories of our people that's causing that. I think it's something,
because it can't be that expensive.
It's not. The one, I think the policy was for like $50 a month for someone.
Right, and how much coverage was that?
Like $25,000 or something like that. And this person, they're my age.
And that could make a whole difference if you die and your expenses, funeral, and you got to pay somebody if you're going to sell the house, you got to pay somebody to move all the junk out of the house and all kind of stuff. There's a lot of expenses.
Yeah, and it can be really embarrassing for your family. You have someone not covered, and you got to go and
call
ask
Lincoln Ware, see if we can announce a GoFundMe page on the radio.
Yeah,
no, you can't. So you don't want to have to do that.
No, and it's a very simple process. The application takes 5 minutes, 10 minutes, answer some health questions, things of that nature. And if you're a healthy person, you get it while you can, because you have to qualify for life insurance. If you got a lot of ailments and things of that nature, they may not take you on. So when you're healthy, that's the time to get it.
Yeah. When you're healthy, that's the time to get it. And the younger you are, the cheaper it'll be. Don't wait until you get 70 years old and try to get some insurance, because it's going to be a lot higher.
Well, I had someone with an 84-year-old mother. They called me last week. I said,
84. That's going to be tough.
Yeah, I said, they're not going to do it at that point. They're not going to get life insurance at 84.
84, you just going to have a hard time doing it.
Yeah, you're in the back nine.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Man. All right. Hey, it's always great talking to you, Dwayne Hunter. Give your phone number and how people can reach you.
They can reach me at area code 513-805-4377.
All right. Thank you for stopping by. We appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
All right. Good to see you. All right. That's Dwayne Hunter from Shelter Insurance. Give him a call. All right. 513-749-1230. Lincoln Ware with you. And let's go to Twin. Twin, how you doing? Oh, let me go to a break, Twin. I got to go to a break first. 12:30, The Buzz.
Lincoln Ware is on demand. On demand. That's right. Listen to the Lincoln Ware Show when you want. Oh, I like that. Get all the news and info.
Woo. All right. Why do they increase monthly payments when you reach 60 and up? Some of the rates are crazy, especially with today's economy. Well, I'm sure they look at the lifespan for a black man in America, and if you're over 60-something, you're living on borrowed time. Someone says, Terrence, please play that I'm Not That Smart after Twin. Oh, boy. Shelter insurance. Somebody canceled their life insurance. Getting ready to sign the papers for life insurance and then canceled. Assalamu alaikum, Brother James Muhammad. Little Donna says she's turning her volume down. She don't want to hear Twin. Oh, God, Blade is on here, too. Oh, my God. I don't know if Blade is a subscriber because I don't see anybody that writes like Blade on here. You know? Oh. I did not answer any questions. I may throw a comment before he answers the question, but I don't ask. I let him explain what I'm saying. Y'all not sick of Twin. Y'all love Twin. I am an agent, and the hardest policy to sell is life insurance. Lincoln, your friend, the mayor, is a joke.
Or online at help4seniors.org. That's help, the number 4, seniors.org.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
Giving voice to the community. We are the buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station.
That dance called a swim. You don't remember that, do you?
Wow, I'm glad you cleared that up, Mr. Ware.
Yes.
Appreciate that.
That's the swim. Yeah. And then you have to hold your nose and after you do that. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You folks were innovative back in
man,
that, the 50s or the 60s
and
when that came
the
out.
swim was, I guess, maybe early 60s, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And then, of course, you know how to do the dog, don't you?
No. How do you do the dog, Mr. Ware?
I'm not going to do that. Maybe the after show, I'll do the dog.
Was it like the landlord that got into the tenant's house? And
yeah, I think he was doing the dog. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
But he wasn't doing the doggy style. She said legs were up.
Yes.
Legs up.
Yes.
Bottoms down, legs up.
Legs up, bonnets down.
Oh, boy.
Yes, sir.
Unbelievable.
Yes, sir.
I
wouldn't know anything about that, but yes, sir.
All right. 513-749-1230. Lincoln Ware with you. Let's go to Twin. Twin, what's on that feeble mind of yours?
The parents don't know about the dog catcher, man.
Say what?
You don't know about the dog catcher dance, man.
What's
Come
the
on,
dog?
Terrence,
I don't
he
know.
older than me.
It wasn't the dog catcher dance. It's just called the dog.
Man, it's the dog catcher. The dog catcher, dog catcher. Come on, Lincoln. You know what it is.
I was talking about Rufus Thomas' dog. He's the one who started the dog, Rufus Thomas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the song.
No,
like that.
you're thinking of Atomic Dog. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, mister. Yeah, I see you was blocking, man. You was answering the question more than the damn mayor.
No, I was not.
Hey, listen here, player.
Yes.
Yeah, you should be crying too, Terrence. Why he was starting the whole time? I was catching his body language and all. That man is a bald-faced lie, man. He big pimping for real. He pimping the hell out of y'all prostituting. Give me my last $2.
What was he lying about?
If you can just listen to what he's saying or just his body language, the man was fully lying. It's like, yeah, I got them. Long as Lincoln got me up in here and let me push this, I got it. Lincoln, it's a rehearsal. You and him should be playing Playhouse in the Park. That next event, that's both of y'all, man. Yeah. Lincoln, on the serious note, man, I like the first question the lady answer came out the gates with, and I like Kevin, who went on and kept going on. Asked her, man, that's when he froze up. He didn't know which way the punches was coming. He didn't know what the duck.
No, I was getting ready to cut Kevin out because he wasn't asking a question. He was just giving his commentary, and then the mayor said, "Let him go. Let him finish."
You're damn right. Let him talk,
so
you know,
so how was that? He wasn't running from Kevin.
Lincoln, stop it. That man, he turned red as a damn apple tree.
Please. No, he didn't.
Man, that's all you do is block, man. You lucky you had the phone lines with these, because I was going to ask some questions. You, last year, you put on there and said the city was safe and all that. Lincoln.
The city is safe.
Okay, Lincoln, let me tell you this.
The city is safe unless you're messing around with some woman and she's messing around with another guy and he found out about it and he comes gunning for you, then you might not be safe.
Hey, Lincoln, the city's safe because you know why? Guns go do what guns do. It's up to you grabbing that gun to do what it make it do and everything. So the city's safe. We just got some crazy crash out people out here. And so, city definitely safe. You can go anywhere, any city.
And
of course, it's safe. It's up to the people, though.
I told you the city was safe.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the city, man. I'm not worried about it. I mean, if it happened, it happened. God forbid, I'm mind my own business. That's the whole scenario of the case. Mind your own damn business. People want to be down there putting hands and fighting and all that crazy old stuff they had last year from the Jazz Fest and all that. Lincoln, on a serious note, that man said he advocating or doing something for the senior citizens, right?
Well, yeah, he wants to help them when in any housing crisis that they might have, like the Vista Village.
Okay, your good friend, your good friend that come on here, that be in cut the ribbon and all that, and March King and shut it down and all that, Sandra Jones. Why don't your ass go up there to help and ask him for that? You go, Lincoln, we need help in seniors. And I love it.
Wait, Sandra Jones was right there. Her organization was right there for Vista Village, for those people up there. They were right there, and they were part of the negotiating to help those people become whole again.
Lincoln.
What?
Lincoln, check this out, player. Check this out, huh? A couple of years ago, she preaching the same thing. Here it is, 2026, you saying the same thing. You got your man in place. Y'all all around there at the round table and doing all that. Why you keep begging? No, we going to help Sandra Jones out. But you want to get a couple of millions to some slumlord or whatever, $300,000 curfew that ain't nobody worry about or whatever. Come on, Lincoln, it don't make sense to me.
Well, I don't think they have those shelters open anymore for the curfew. I'm sure they're not open.
Oh, they not open no more?
No, I'm sure they're not. No, nobody was going down there. Nobody was being taken there.
Hey, Lincoln, what's his race? He's an Indian or what? Mixed with Chinese or something?
I don't know what you call it. I don't know what
Hindu
you
or
call it.
Asian, what's Ramaswamy race?
He's and I think Ramaswamy might
They
be
both
pretty
neck
much.
and neck, and you know what? That's his boy. He go goddamn endorse him.
No, I don't. Well, put it this way: if Ramaswamy wins governorship, I don't think he's gonna appoint the mayor to any high position in the state.
Oh, okay. If you say so,
I
let's
say
quit
so.
blocking, though,
I
man.
gotta go.
Let a real person ask questions, man.
Thanks for your call. Unbelievable. Let's take a break for news. We'll come back 12:30. The Buzz.
12:30 a.m. WDBZ, Cincinnati, an Urban One station. Listen online on thebuzzcincy.com. We are 1230 The Buzz, the home of the Lincoln Ware Show.
A Cincinnati man is wanted in connection with a recent shooting in Covington. The incident happened early Sunday at Hattrick's Bar on Madison Avenue. Police say the victim was critically injured. Authorities have identified 44-year-old Franklin Smith as the person who pulled the trigger. Anyone with information on Smith's whereabouts is encouraged to contact police. One person is dead after a Wednesday night shooting in Walnut Hills. The incident happened shortly before 9:30 p.m. at a location near May and Morgan Streets. The victim was taken from the scene to a local hospital where they later died. Sentencing is being ordered for a West Price Hill couple convicted in connection with the death of an infant child. First responders in May of last year were dispatched to a location on Dewey Avenue where a 5-month-old boy had drowned in a bathtub. DeGary Burbridge and Kiara Nettles each later pleaded guilty to reckless homicide charges and were sentenced yesterday to 90 years in prison, plus 5 years of probation. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230, The Buzz.
Did you miss something? Catch the rebroadcast. Do it again. For the full schedule, go to thebuzzcincy.com.
1230 WDBZ, The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you. And someone says the mayor and Ramaswamy are Southeast Asians. I'll have to ask him the next time he's in the studio how closely related is his nationality to Ramaswamy's. I don't know. But everybody's asking if he'll ever run for governor of Ohio. My guess is probably. That's my guess. That is my guess. All right. 513, Lincoln, you encourage his calls with questions that he cannot answer. Please stop. I mean, what? He answered everything. You might not get the answer you're looking for, but he answered everything. All right, let's go to a guy we haven't heard from in a while. Mr. 513, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing fine, Lincoln. I've been busy. Sorry to call in. I haven't called in since your anniversary, 50 years in business. I remember all that.
Man.
We can talk about that later, but real quickly, because I know time was the essence. You know, I wanted to call in earlier this month, because my request for Sundays would be, would you play Free to Pain, Bring the Boys Home?
Bring the Boys Home. I think we've got that in there, yes.
Because it's relevant to what's going on now.
I'm always afraid to play that because they banned that when I was in the Marine Corps.
And I was going to ask you, how was that? Because I know a lot of the guys that served over there.
Yeah.
And it was just as bad as World War II with our brothers who served and women that they don't want to give credit to. And Dr. Charles Drew with blood classifications, that's why they wear dog tags, and it saved a lot of lives, Europeans as well as a lot of us. But this month of Memorial Day, that's the problem with a lot of Europeans. They don't want to acknowledge the black men, women, and even the Indians and Latinos who broke the Germans' codes. They don't want to be real about that.
Yes.
You know, now what I call for also real quick, hey, this morning on Channel 12, please let them know. I know you going on Wednesdays to do your show. They was good. It was 3 black ladies and the other lady was on there. They was good.
It was Aaliyah It was Morella.
Yeah, she came in, and then Sydney.
Sydney Hawkins, yes.
Yeah, with them slim legs. And, they was good. It was very questionable. Very personal.
Yes.
They asked questions, because the question day was, what was your first job and how much did you get paid for it?
Yeah.
And they was sharing their self, but other people, was writing in and saying that. Plus, they had some other questions and issues. It was just really, really good and informative.
Well, 513, guess what? I got a surprise for you. The 3 of those ladies are coming in a couple of weeks, so
but Lincoln, every time you do that, even when you're the WCA, somebody always leaves to go out of town. I don't mind that because I know they're making more money when they leave and all that. But it's good and informative. You did a good job the last time. That was funny, man.
After they come on this show, they get offers from TV stations all around, and that's why they leave after they come on this show.
And then it leaves the city, because that's the problem we got. We don't have no black women, which we should be seeing. I know the administration don't like, and a lot of white men, and women, they jealous of our women, because remember, we was told you can't read, you can't write, you don't know nothing, you can't manage. They did everything in the book and out of the book to our black women historically.
I think Cincinnati TV stations are finally waking up. I think they're doing a pretty good job with the number of black women you see on TV.
Well, even nationally, Lincoln, we could see some more, I like to say some colored women, because you got that perspective. There's a difference in culture. There's a difference in the way we rate. Because, like, with some of these fools up here, the reason why they don't want education, because it's going to embarrass them and their families because of what their daddies and granddaddies and grandmamas did.
Yes.
If we keep it real. And Burks is right. He right about that. In the psyche, because, see, I thought about them 3 white cops came up on the guy taking pictures. You haven't seen no brothers in your lifetime, 3 black cops or 4 black men cops, do that crap that they did.
Yeah.
And you figure you in class and training for 6 months, and you ain't learned some of the laws that you should know. I see that's the problem with some parts of things that goes on with the Citizen Complaint Authority. When it's all white, or we don't see people that look like us making decisions because they're comfortable making decisions, then Europeans think, because their psyche is that they right, they know everything, we did everything. But they wrong. The Moors was here before they were. And the Moors did a lot of things. I'm a product of Dr. E. And that's another thing. I wish Dr. E would call in. I know he's retired, but him and a lot of the professors and people we learned from was really good with Afro-American studies, the history, because guess what? It leads up to the mess that's going on now.
All right, 513, I got to go. You made up for lost time.
Hey, Lincoln, I got a lot more. Hey, but seriously, if you do get to play that song, could you also talk about your time in the service, the way they treated y'all back in 70, 71?
I won't have time to go into that on 100.3, but I'll play the song.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, all right. Bring the boys home free to pain. Okay, yeah. They banned all the DJs from playing that song because it made the troops homesick when they would hear that song. Bring them back alive. Bring the boys home. Bring them. Yeah. And Admiral Elmore Zumwalt told us not to play that. We couldn't play that song, and we couldn't play the national anthem by Jimi Hendrix. We couldn't play his version of the national anthem. So they hated that Jimi Hendrix version of the national anthem. Yeah. So those 2 songs were banned. If you played it, you would be court-martialed. Unbelievable. All right. Let's move along. 513-749-1230. Let's go to Blade. Dull Knife. How you doing?
Hey, man. I see 513 still your favorite pervert.
Oh, boy. Unbelievable. I can't help if he like the black news women. I can't help if he like black news women.
They might be leaving. They might be leaving because he might be stalking them.
Oh, boy.
The way he be foaming at the mouth on air. Man.
Yes.
You going like that?
He's a trip.
On TV, he sound real thirsty.
Oh, boy.
Hey, man. Good show, man. The mayor is doing what he can do, but the mayor is hypocritical. You vouch for him that he can't stop the shootings, so the chief couldn't stop the shooting, but he fired her. Yeah. That's all right.
He explained he wanted things in place and they were just not being done. That's what he said. He said that right here. He wanted the, more boots on the ground from the highway patrol and the sheriff's department and stuff like that. He said, but it wasn't happening.
But wasn't she trying to do it and he wouldn't let her? Or is it
no.
the city manager?
He wanted her to do it. He wanted her to do it.
Now he wanted her to do it.
Oh,
but
boy.
You know what? I hope she sue him for everything. I hope she sue your city for everything he got, because he basically damaged her and damaged and killed her career.
I mean, there's a lawsuit. There'll be a settlement before it goes to court.
Definitely.
I'm sure they'll come to some number that'll work for both parties. And
I hope all them people that him and the city manager killed the career, I hope they all get together and go on a city campaign and tell the people how they destroy their career. Mr. Washington and everything.
Well, he's going to court. His is going to court, so we'll have to wait and see what happens with that.
Oh, he's going to get paid. He's going to get paid, and I hope they travel the country and tell them how the leadership in Cincinnati is. Hey, man, I want to ask you, man, it's very scary. This guy, Mississippi James, Meridian Knight or whatever.
Yes. What's scary about Mississippi James?
Like they say, you brought him to the community. Now he want to sit down with the mayor, but
he's trying to get a proclamation for his organization, the Meridianites. They're known all over the country, and they have these big conventions in certain cities where Meridianites live. And Cincinnati is going to be the one city they do it in this year. And, hey, he wants a proclamation for it. There's nothing wrong with that.
He don't need a proclamation. I don't know what's wrong with these older cats. They get 60 and 70 years old and thinking, why? I'm telling him, leave these young people alone. You sit down with a snake, and then when you go to the bathroom, the snake is whispering in your wife's ear, want to know,
Hello? Want to know what?
He sat down with Craig. Why is it that Craig taking these older black people out to eat? Is he putting something in their food?
Who did he take out to eat?
Mississippi James.
That's right. They did. I think they did go out, Mississippi James and Craig.
Mississippi James said that was his wife, but when he in the bathroom, Craig was whispering in her ear, "Somebody, that's really your husband." So what he need to worry about is his own house. God. He couldn't worry about everybody else's house.
Unbelievable.
Because I don't know. Hey, I don't know what happened between Craig and the one cat, your little buddy. He's been banned from Cincinnati. Did Craig put something in his food or something?
All right. Thanks for your call, Blade.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Unbelievable. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Kevin at the courthouse, who had scathing questions for the mayor. And we'll talk to him on the other side. Stefan is holding on, and you can do the same at 513-749-1230. The Lincoln Ware Show, 1230, The Buzz.
Looking for a podcast that delves into the intricacies of love and relationships? Look no further.
All right. Kevin is my caller of the year. Oh, boy. Why? Because he's white? White lion? Here comes little Charles Bronson. Oh, boy. Another example of a snitch, Blade. Trump wanting that money to create his own little army of idiots to step out on his call to create chaos in the streets during the next presidential election. We better wake up and vote. I agree, Tavis. I agree. Jimi Hendrix's rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner at Woodstock changed the mindset of white America. Hippies changed the culture. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, they would not let us play that, Lindsay. That Star Spangled Banner. Boy, Jimi Hendrix lit it up, let me tell you. Two songs that were banned. Jimi Hendrix, Free the Pain. Bring the boys home, bring them back alive. Is that in there? I think it is. It's not in there? Jeez. We'll have to get that in there as one of my requests.
Oh, I looked for it. Didn't see it.
Okay. Maybe it's banned here.
But then again, sometimes some uploaded songs.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I can't see them on this monitor.
That's
so
true.
It might be over in the studio.
That's true. Kevin is corny and doesn't know it. Oh, boy. I'm going to check out the Jimi Hendrix version. Oh, check it out.
I don't see why it was banned. I mean, it's because of the way he played it.
Because of the way he played it, you know.
They just want that stale.
Yeah.
Sounding.
Stale, pale male sound. Right. But Jimi Hendrix put some flavor in that.
Yeah. Oh, boy. He put seasoning on it, and they just like, what is this?
I know it. That's a disrespect. Disrespecting the national anthem.
I like my chicken plain.
Disrespect. Yeah.
I don't want no flavor in my food.
Reverend Elmo Zumwalt. He had eyelashes.
What?
Elmo Zumwalt. He was the commandant. Well, he was the Secretary of the Navy or something. What was he? He was the commandant of the. Wait. What was he? He's a chief naval officer. Naval officer. And his eyelashes, they were real thick and gray, and he'd have them come up and they'd be curled. He'd have them in a little curl. Like, it was unbelievable.
Elmo Zumwalt?
Yeah.
You got really thick eyebrows. I see that.
Yeah, that's what
thick eyelashes?
I mean eyebrow.
Oh.
I meant the eyebrow.
Oh.
They were real thick. Can you see them close?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to look close. You can see them.
Yeah. Lincoln, the questions I was talking about was twin, not the mayor. The mayor did his job. Oh, yeah, okay. You're right. Did you see the game last night, boy? San Antonio. They found the trick. They know what to do to take women. What do they call it? Women? I have to see his name to pronounce it.
$3.99. The voice of the community. We are 1230 AM The Buzz, your talk station.
1230 WDBZ. Lincoln Ware with you. It's Thursday, and looking out there in the hallway. I don't know who that is out there, but somebody's coming in. All right. And we were talking about the national anthem and Jimi Hendrix. Yeah, you might want to Google that and listen to it. And boy. Hey, Lincoln, Ashley's still number one, Lincoln, but that new one on Channel 9, she's looking nice. Bring the new one on Channel 9. Thanks. Okay, jeez. Y'all folks are too thirsty. All right, let's go to Kevin at the courthouse. Kevin, how are you?
Hey, Lincoln, good afternoon. Hey, man, I like you a lot. but you've got to stop blocking and keeping it real for the mayor. You got to stop blocking.
Oh,
for him.
my God. You talked, you rambled, and you went on and on. You never had a question. You were just doing your commentary against the mayor. You never had a question in there. You would have still been rambling if I had not stopped you.
No, you're wrong. I did have a question. I asked him very specifically why he does not support or did not support Chief Fiji bringing in and signing on the Ohio State troopers and taking up Governor DeWine's offer. That was my first question. My second question is, why is it he has not declared the Ryan Hinton shooting by the Cincinnati Police Department a good shoot like County Prosecutor Connie Pillage did? He evaded that question. He's running with his tail between his legs. He's afraid to get out in front of it, and God knows why. That was a good shoot. That is very demoralizing to the Cincinnati Police Department, in which he is their boss. And getting back to that, I had to correct you on this, Lincoln, because I just heard you speak about the Ohio State Patrol offer. One of the things that Chief Fiji was trying to do is coordinate an effort to bring the Ohio State troopers, boots on the ground, in downtown, into the city core, in over to Rhine, the West End, and in the business district. And Mayor refused to do that. What he wanted to do, here's the deal.
Well, hold on. So what you're saying, he was lying because he told me flat out that's what he wanted.
Lincoln, he was lying because of the fact that he wanted more Cincinnati police on boots on the ground doing more overtime. Chief Fiji's staff was completely exhausted already at that point. They were already working mandatory overtime hours. They were exhausted. They were out of staff, and as a result of this, one of the solutions was bringing Ohio State Patrol, and Governor DeWine supported that. The mayor, in addition with Iris Rowley, rejected that proposal because they were afraid that the Ohio State Patrol would not have to be in collaboration with a collaborative agreement.
Okay,
that was their fear.
Now, next month when the mayor comes in, I'm going to bring that up to him. You remind me in case I forget, Kevin, okay?
Lincoln, that's the truth. So you need to stop telling people that Chief Fiji was not in support of bringing in the Ohio State troopers because
that.
She was.
You said it,
just
and
said
I asked,
that she wasn't.
Look,
the
mayor told me that's what he wanted, more boots on the ground. He wanted more state. He wanted more county, and that wasn't happening. That's what he told me.
He lied.
Okay.
What he wanted is he wanted the Cincinnati Police Department more boots and more hours on the ground. That's true. But again, they were already exhausted because of the fact that they already had their vacations being canceled. They were already being assigned mandatory overtime hours. They were exhausted. And then one of the solutions Chief Fiji proposed, let's bring in the Ohio State Patrol. Governor DeWine supported it.
Yes.
And then the mayor signed them on 2 days a month. But guess what he did? He told the city leadership, I'm going to put them out on the perimeter of the city. They could do traffic patrol. That will alleviate some hours of the traffic duty, and we'll use those officers in the inner city.
I do remember him saying that, but Kevin, I will ask that question when the next time he comes in, and
Lincoln,
we'll see if he tells me a bold-faced lie to my face.
This mayor has completely lost any support of this police department. They don't believe in him. He's got zero credibility. He wants to demoralize them. He doesn't support them. He gave, a big contract to the agitator, Iris Rowley, who now...
They gave the police a bigger contract. They paid them. They gave them more money. What are you talking about? You're just jealous because Iris Rowley got a little increase. Here's a black woman here in the city. She's got a contract. We can't let that happen. That's your attitude.
You're absolutely wrong on that issue.
Yeah, right.
Completely wrong on it. And here's the reason why, Lincoln. Because of the fact that Iris, again, has been put on notice by CPD. If she gets involved and tries to disrupt them doing their business, she will be arrested.
Y'all just hate any black woman that thinks she's got some kind of power over you. You come at her. That's why Kamala Harris is not the president right now. You couldn't stand it, and now it's on the local level. It's Iris Rowley.
No, Lincoln, there's a reason why the mayor put her on virtually under a blackout orders, no communication during his campaign. You tell me, you explain that, and then right after he got elected, what did he do?
I heard from Iris during his campaign. I heard from Iris was on this show during his campaign. I got to go, Kevin. You're not listening. Thanks for your call. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Lincoln Ware, 1230, The Buzz.
1230 The Buzz wants you to buy Black 513. Black Americans have over $1 trillion in spending power. We encourage you to buy black, not just one day, but every day, 365, 24/7. Go to thebuzzcincy.com and check out our Buy Black 513 page, where you can view a directory of black businesses right here in the 513. All black business owners, we're looking for you. Get featured right now. Go to thebuzzcincy.com and click on the Buy Black 513 banner to find out how you can be featured and expand your reach over the air and the internet. Let's Buy Black 513. 1230 The Buzz.
Save big on everything for your next outdoor project when you shop at Menards. Greenworks 40-volt cordless tools have everything you need to keep your yard looking great. The Greenworks cordless trimmer and edger is lightweight, starts instantly, and comes with a 40-volt battery and charger. Save big on Greenworks cordless tools, on sale now through May 25th. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on menards.com for more great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
Hamilton County's 513 Relief Bus and the Council on Aging invite you to the Healthy Aging Summit, Wednesday, May 27th at 10 a.m. Experts will discuss services and support for older adults from 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. Enjoy a resource fair with over 50 partners, free health screenings, workshops, lunch, and giveaways. Learn about Steps to Stability, the Senior Utility Assistance Program. Join us May 27th at the Word Family Life Event and Community Center on Fresno Road. Go to 513relief.org for more information. That's 513relief.org.
We all make plans for the future, but car accidents, break-ins, and unexpected fires can disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design insurance plans that work for you and help protect what matters most. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Hi, I'm Dwayne Hunter in Cincinnati, Ohio. Let me show you why so many clients recommend us to their friends and family. Let's talk about your auto, home, and life needs.
I slept in a lot of different rooms, different beds, but none of them really felt like mine. I spent 14 years in foster care, mostly in group homes. And I never had much stuff because I always had to be ready to move. Why get things if you just have to let them go?
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care waiting to be adopted. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is working to help find them a forever family and a permanent home of their own.
Now I have my own room with walls that tell my story. I love hanging out in here. I play dress up with my sisters and I sing and make videos. But the best part? Knowing I'll always have a place to go and a family that loves and supports me.
If you have room in your home or your heart, see how you can help at davethomasfoundation.org.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
I kept on trying, learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
We did it, so can you.
For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and CDC.
1230 The Buzz. Streaming live on your computer. Log on to thebuzzcincy.com.
1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. In the studio with me, none other than Shamia Turner from the Cincinnati Reds, and a big event coming up this coming Saturday. It's HBCU Day down at the stadium, and tell us a little bit about what's going on, and welcome to the show.
Well, thank you for having me back. I know we do this every year,
Yes.
so it's always a pleasure being here. We are hosting our third annual HBCU celebration at the ballpark, and at the ballpark, we will be doing a ton of events leading into the game. So right at 2:30, the programming will start at 3 o'clock. We'll have fireside chats, table vendors, Black-owned businesses there, where they will actually receive all of their proceeds from their sales that day. And we'll have none other than Dwayne Wayne from a different world there. Yes.
Dwayne Wayne.
The show relaunches this year. It actually drops on the fall. Netflix announced it last week. So I'm excited.
Yes. So people, if they buy tickets to the game Saturday, proceeds, some of the proceeds go toward HBCUs. Is that how that works?
Absolutely. So the participating schools, you'll have that list in the checkout. Select one of them, and they'll receive a portion of that ticket sale.
Oh, okay, man, that's good. That's a good deal. Who do the Reds play this weekend? I can't remember. Cardinals. Okay, Cardinals are in town. Yes. But it's always a great event, and people who buy a ticket for the HBCU, they normally get a hat.
Yep.
You got a new hat this year?
Yep. So you'll receive a hat this year. You'll receive, obviously, those fundraise dollars. So it's a great little bundle that comes with it, on top of meeting Kadeem Hardison. I mean, gosh, this is great.
Dwayne Wayne.
He's excited about it.
Yes. And how the hat's going to look this year? I know they have some nice style. I got my hat on today.
Just like the ones you're wearing. Okay. So a lot of people love like that clean, crisp look with it. So we kept it for this year, and then we'll be exploring new ideas next year. So super excited about it.
All right. So what do you do for the Cincinnati Reds? You're like in promotions? Or
so I'm in sales. So I'm an account executive for the Reds. I am able to put on community programs like our HBCU games, Abilities at Bat, Pride, which is next week. So it's a true honor to be able to serve our community back.
Yes, definitely. All right. It sounds good to me. Folks, how can people get tickets if they want to get them online? Or
Reds.com/HBCU for all information and for all tickets.
All right. Support your HBCU, and it's a great event that the Reds do every year. And I think they started, a couple of years ago, maybe.
Yep, this is our third year of doing it.
Okay, all right. Well, it sounds good to me. And you've got to have an exciting job. Did you go to school for this job? Or
no, I actually study sports medicine. So.
No kidding.
So I thought that's what I wanted to do, and I think once I was able to make some community impact, I felt like I was more resourceful on this side of the business.
Okay. All right, there you go. In sales and everything like that for the Cincinnati Red. Do you get to travel to Arizona? Do you go to Arizona every year?
I don't go to Arizona every year. I like the fact that I'm able to stay here because it gives me a little bit more time to hear the people, be among the people, and then get the voice of our consumers so that we can be better every year.
Okay.
So I'm grateful for the opportunity to be boots on the ground in Cincinnati, and we have plenty of people in our department who are able to go and explore out.
All right. Well, I know that the Reds have they started off like gang fire, kind of cooled off a little bit, but it seemed like they're picking up steam again. Baseball is ups and downs. Batters, they hit like crazy, then they go into a slump, and then they come out of it. Yeah. So I think the Reds will be okay. They get some pitching back. I think they'll be okay this year.
I have faith in this team, and I definitely have faith in our general manager. So
yes.
If anybody can do it, Tito can. So.
All right, there you go. All right. Well, hey, thank you for stopping by, and don't forget, get your tickets for this Saturday's game. It's the HBCU game, and they need your support. Federal funding, they're cutting that, going to HBCUs and a whole lot of other things. So, folks, it's a great occasion. Get those tickets. Get out to the game this coming Saturday, the Reds against the Cardinals. And then after the game, you can go. The Taste of Cincinnati will be going on. A lot of things happening downtown this weekend. So get on out there. Hey, thank you for stopping by. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
And I got to stop down there and get me some of those new red shoes that they have. The City Connect shoes they've got.
City Connect 2.0.
And they look nice, too.
They do. I love them.
I got to get me a pair of those.
Absolutely.
All right. And thanks for those gifts you bring. They bring every time you have a giveaway at the Reds, you always bring something for us here.
Well, you deserve it. You worked hard, and you've taken your time over the years, so we're grateful for you.
And we try to promote the Reds every chance we get. You know, I'm a big Red fan. I love the Reds. So, all right. Well, thank you for stopping by.
Thank you.
All right. Let's take a break, and then we'll come back. Plus, we've got tickets to give away to the Ohio Black Expo that's going on this weekend. We'll give those tickets away, so stick around for that. We'll take a break. 12:30, The Buzz.
Every weekday, 12:30 The Buzz has you covered. Let's go! With news, entertainment, and information. Starting at 6 a.m., set your alarm for Get Up Mornings with Erica Campbell.
What's going on, Cincinnati? This is Erica Campbell.
Followed by The Lincoln Ware Show from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Hey, this is Lincoln Ware. Join me for The Lincoln Ware Show.
Then it's Keeping It Real.
With me, Reverend Al Sharpton.
From 1 till 4 p.m. News, entertainment, and information. We've got it all right here on 12:30 The Buzz.
Did you know that May is Mental Health Awareness Month? We can support our own mental well-being by taking deep breaths or walks when feeling stressed. doing activities we love, spending quality time with friends and family, and making time for self-care. These things help us manage daily life, cope with stress, and contribute to our physical and mental health. We can also support the mental well-being of our children in many ways. We can do mental health check-ins by asking kids how they are feeling. We can eat meals together and monitor the amount of time kids spend on social media. We can also ensure kids.
All right. I got my HBCU hat on. It's red. It's red. It's not orange. It looks orange on TV. On YouTube, I mean.
Man, that sure does. Yikes.
It's red.
It looks orange.
It's red, right?
It is red. I'm telling you. Wow. We got to make some color adjustments or something.
That guest had great energy. Yes, she did. We had about 2 hugs, didn't we? She hugged me twice, didn't she? I thought one hug was enough, but she grabbed me and wanted another hug.
Yeah, there you go.
I said, I love my wife. I love my wife.
It was just a hug, Mr. Ware. Sheesh.
Hakeem Jeffries is telling black athletes to not play for any schools in the South. Red always looks orange on this show. Well, maybe it's the cameras. I don't know what it is.
They might have to get some high-def cameras, some high definition.
Supposedly they got a camera coming in, so I don't have to turn this one around. And this little side camera here, my wife hates that. She said, that's not a good view.
I don't like that view either. I don't like. That's why when I was in there, you switch it to the top one. I didn't like that view.
She's just one of the Reds' DEI hires. Oh boy.
Tim Heidel really doesn't have a life, does he?
Who?
Tim Heidel.
Oh no, he does not have a life. No. You could have declined the second hug. Oh, please.
It's business. It's business.
She would have thought I was a punk if I had to. She had to want to hug me. I can't hug you. We hugged
boy.
already.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Mental health, substance abuse, housing, and more. Visit HCAAEW.com for more information.
1230 The Buzz, WDBZ, a Radio 1 station.
Go ahead.
1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. I was waiting for some of that great music that you play coming out of breaks.
Lincoln, I don't know what's going on in my head. I thought I put everything in before the show, but apparently I did not.
You left out that one. Do we have another pair of tickets to give away to the Ohio Black Expo?
We have one more pair. Now, do you want to do this during the show or the after show? How do you want to do it?
Should we let the YouTube people in on this and do it with them? Yeah, we'll do it. We'll let the YouTube folks, we'll do it after the show. But yes, we're going to give away a pair of tickets to the Ohio Black Expo that's going to take place this weekend in Columbus. So go to YouTube, become a subscriber, and you can get in on the goodies. Yes. Just that easy.
Because that's the only way you're going to be able to win after the show.
Yes.
Is to be on YouTube live.
Yes. All right. So there we go. All right, let's go back to the telephones. Looks like Stefan. What's going on, Stefan?
What's happening, Smooth Lincoln? How you doing, brother?
I'm hanging in there.
Head, man.
I'm hanging in there.
Hey, Lincoln, I heard him say, somebody said that Cincinnati paid the medical bills, correct?
Yes, yes.
So if I'm not mistaken, Miss P. Ann Everson, last name P. Ann?
P. Ann Everson Price.
Okay, Miss Everson Price. Well, her mother passed away, but why didn't they pay her medical bill then, huh?
Well, did they apply?
Good question.
You got to do something to get it. I mean, I don't know how that happens. I don't know.
And then, okay, let's go back to Cincinnati again. So if Cincinnati paying medical bills for you, do you got to pay that back, or do they come back on you for Medicaid, state recovery?
I'm sure if they pay your medical bills, they're not going to come back and ask you to pay them back.
That
would defeat the purpose.
That's what the state did, give you Medicaid, Medicare, and they come back.
Well, that's the state. That's the state.
All right. But Memorial Day is here when?
Monday.
Memorial Day. What was that called before they called it Memorial Day?
What did Pharaoh told us yesterday? I can't remember what he said. What did they call it? I don't know, but why? Why are you asking that question?
No, I was wondering because I did see it. It was called Decoration Day, and when the slaves fought in the Union War, I read that, and they put flyers on the grave to honor the fight for emancipation.
Yeah.
So I saw that. But brother Lincoln.
Yes, yes.
Man, I didn't know Mark Mallory sits on the Southern Railroad Board of Trustees.
Well, I thought, he's on that board. Yeah.
A damn conflict of interest.
How is that a conflict of interest?
I'm glad you said that because they can vote on some of that money to move to some of these projects, and they can move that money around.
No, they can't. They will be in violation of the state law that they passed before we sold the railroad.
Lincoln, it's a conflict of interest. He sits on the FC soccer board. Then he's a government strategy group, sits on that board.
Well, how is that a conflict?
All of the conflict of interest, Lincoln, because...
Who told you that? Stefan, you just didn't think... Somebody told you that. Who told you that?
Lincoln, I wrote this down, Lincoln. I went to the board meeting the other day, and I saw this, Lincoln. I said, it's a conflict of interest there. That's why Charlie Lucan stepped down, because he was part of 3CDC, the chair, at one time.
I don't think that's why Charlie Lucan stayed around. He wanted to get this thing passed, and he stepped back. He said, okay, we got it passed. I'm done. I'm out.
That's a conflict of interest, all that, Lincoln, because look, the money, they got the advisors there, and the advisors talked about the money. They went and talked about the money. The trustee board released the money to the city. Lincoln, it's a conflict of interest. That's why you're laughing. It's a conflict of interest.
I'm laughing because you're not right. It is not. Okay,
Lincoln.
So hold on. So Liz Keating is on the board.
She's on the board, too. Conflict
is that a conflict? Oh, my God.
Yeah, you got old council members and old mayors. That's conflict of interest all day around the corner. Around the block. Geez. That's conflict of interest, Lincoln. For real, it is. It is. We should pay attention to that.
If I get on that board, would it be a conflict of interest if I got on the board?
If you got on the board, man, well, Lincoln, I wouldn't say that because you staying blue ass. You staying blue ass. I don't think because you ain't part of the city. I mean, you part of the city.
I don't even know if I can get on the board. I don't even know if I can get on the board. I don't live in the city. I think you probably have to live in the city to get on the board.
Nah, because some of these people that sit on the board, Lincoln, some of them living somewhere else.
Name one. I know Liz Keating lives in the city. Mallory lives in the city, and I'm sure the rest of them live in the city.
But it's all a conflict of interest to move money around. Like they got these signs up. They're saying the work they doing on the railroad. Lincoln, we black people, we need to see pictures what y'all doing. Not those signs. We put this sign up. I saw a sign up that said they put railroad money to a lot of stuff. That's a lie. Look at these railroad. I mean, look at the potholes, the streets. When I mentioned that, Lincoln, in that trustee meeting, both of them said it. He said, when you go outside, it's a pothole outside. They need to fix. We request for that. They didn't do that.
Okay.
The other trustee board member said, I put a request in over like 10 years ago about getting streets.
When do they have their meetings?
They have it every quarterly.
Okay.
And I was there, and then one of the other ones said, like, well, they need to pay these roads. I said, quit giving them money then.
They stopped, and they stopped giving them money all at once because they weren't spending it, and they said we're just gonna give you a little bit at a time so that we can keep this money to make interest off of it if you're just letting it sit there.
See, that's why Mayor Aftab moved them around, and he appointed some of the board members so they can move the money.
Oh,
see,
please!
Moving the money.
Where do you get this stuff? Where do you come up with this stuff, Stefan?
Lincoln, come up with this stuff by studying, Lincoln. We don't pay attention to what's going on, Lincoln.
Jeez.
Real talk. Well, where you be coming up with this stuff that you blocking for them? Where you come up with blocking? You got your football outfit?
Oh, boy. Unbelievable.
But Lincoln, but if we don't pay attention to this, man, I keep saying the conflict of interest, Lincoln, we going up that TV show you just said earlier. We going up Shit Creek. Like a TV show. You said that earlier, just like that. I like that. So I used it from you. You're Aries. I did just like you did. But we got that was a good one, wasn't it? But we got to wake up, Lincoln. We got to wake up what's going on in our community, man. And it's real sad and sick what's going on because we don't pay attention. It's sad. But did you see about the black athletes asked not to play in a state where their voting rights are attacked?
Yeah, somebody just said that. I didn't hear him when he said it, but hey, put it this way. They're not going to listen. As long as these schools are offering them money to come play, they're going.
But ain't that...
The SEC got so much money to spend, and they're going to dangle that money to these players. They're going to be right there playing, trust me.
And it's so sad. It's like, I mean, they knew this. They had us all playing how they was going to play the people. But, Lincoln, we are powerful together, Lincoln. If we come together, the city need a mission to change, Lincoln. Cincinnati deserves better, Lincoln. It's sad, like, what they doing. The agenda is corporation. And we tired. The people is tired. They left out of decision-making, but they need taxpayer dollars, Lincoln, to get wealthy off our taxpayer people. Lincoln, this is so sad what they doing. Cincinnati deserves better what's going on in our community, Lincoln.
Well, do me a favor. Let me know when the next railroad board meeting is taking place. I'm going to try to make it.
And I ain't know Tracy Gradison and Grayson, whatever his name is. I ain't know he went to Ivory rolling them house to their house, man.
That's why he got arrested. You didn't know that?
Man, I wish he would have came to my house. I would have whooped his ass. I wish somebody would come to my house. I would whoop their ass. They come to my house for real. Hey, what the hell? And then, what's his name? Cam be on your page, man. Your page, I ain't gonna even lie, man. Cam Hardy used to be I like him as a person. But your radio station and that Facebook and that YouTube, you done turned him out, man. He usually don't say no comments about nothing. Everything somebody else say, he always got something to say.
So what? That's what it's there for.
No, ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's what it's there for. Oh, boy. I believe it.
That's what it's there for. You're right, but I got something to say, too. His breath stinks so bad, he'll spoil a glass of milk.
Thanks for your call. Unbelievable.
Maybe it's just because you're ugly.
I don't know what. Oh boy, yeah. This research that he's doing on all this conflict of interest, I don't believe any of it. I'll have to call my sources to find out. But there's no conflict there just because you were. Let's see who else. There was another Amy Murray. She was on the railroad board, former city council member. She was there. If there was some conflict, they would have brought this up by now. And then Charlie Lucan was there. Mallory was there. Now Liz Keating is there. I don't know what you're talking about, folks. It's just crazy. All right. I don't know what he's talking about, but I will check into it to find out if there is a conflict of interest, which I kind of doubt. I don't have any more breaks, do I? Am I good? Okay. Bumblebee, how are you?
Yes. Have you heard anything about Deion Crockett, the Essing Apartments?
He got arrested.
Okay. Is he out on bond?
That I don't know.
That's good for you to look up, and let the people know. Know what I mean?
Okay. That's not one of my top priorities to see if he's been out of jail.
Yeah.
If I got on bond, but I'll find out for you. Okay.
And one more thing.
Yeah.
And you know a good man passed, don't you?
A good man. Who you talking about?
The man who owned Callie's bar.
Oh, yeah, we know about it. He had a heart attack while driving, I think, and the crash the other night. Yes.
Yeah, and he was a good man.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Thanks a lot.
All right. There you go. There you go. Okay. 513-749-1230. Bumblebee has given me a job to do. I got to find out if the guy that stole the money from the Evanston is out on bond. And if he is, what's going to happen? What's going to change? The main thing, he's been charged, he was arrested, and he's got to go to court, and he'll probably end up going to jail because he stole money from people, allegedly.
You got some investigations to do, Mr. Ware.
Oh, man, I tell you.
Get your magnifying glass out.
People love to give me homework to do.
Put on your plaid jacket and your investigator hat.
Yes.
Mr. Ware, since we got a couple more minutes left, I got another clip from some Trump voters who are fed up with what's happening under the Trump administration.
This time last year, I thought I was a Trump supporter. As of today, I feel like we got played, bro. We didn't vote for this. We didn't vote for Israel. We didn't vote to go to war with anybody. This is not what we wanted. This is not at all what the we wanted. We didn't vote for redacted Epstein files. We voted for transparency. Republicans versus Democrats needs to stop. We need to come together and realize the bigger problem at play, that we need to protect our children and we need to protect this country, and we can worry about the other differences after. If we did that, they would be, I feel like that would be their biggest fear if we all came together and said, no, we're going to be America first.
Three-time Donald Trump supporter right here. Sorry for that, number one, because I should have known he would fall into the same trap that George Bush fell into. In 2016, Donald Trump is campaigning about his frustration with George Bush getting a part of a foreign war that America shouldn't be a part of. And 10 years later, Donald Trump's listening to the exact same corporate donors and foreign lobbyists, and you're mad at me for actually calling him out? I'm sorry that I voted for him 3 times. I should have known better.
I cannot believe it. Gas went from $3.55 up to $4.19. That is a 64 cents increase in one day. One day. Now you explain that, President Trump. I voted for you, and so far everything is going up. Groceries, gas, schools, everything. Our economy is getting worse, not better. People can't afford to feed their children. The gas is going up. And yes, I did vote him in, so don't make any snide remarks about me, okay? I thought maybe he would actually do something about it, but nope, nothing's getting done. Nothing.
Okay. They're finally getting the point. They're finally getting it. Buyer's remorse. And it's the one guy, I voted for him 3 times. Once should have been enough. Once should have been enough. Unbelievable. 3 times, yeah. You're a triple fool for voting for him for 3 times. 3 times. It's unbelievable. Trump's theme song is Go Take the Money and Run. We have a bunch of criminals in the Trump administration, folks. And they're doing it. They're not sneaking and being criminals. They're doing it right out in the open so you can see. They're not hiding anything. This is not Watergate where you have a deep throat spilling the beans. They're doing it right in front of us. And we're looking at it every day on the news. It's right out there, and they don't care. They don't care.
Now, why was that person called Deep Throat anyway, Mr. Ware?
Because they just gave him the nickname because it was someone deep in the administration that was spilling all the secrets, telling you what was going on, and nobody knew who it was. So he had stuff deep down in his throat that he was talking about. That's why they call him Deep Throat. Deep Throat. We found out who was that. They named who it was. I can't remember who they finally found out, but he was dead when they said it was who it was, I think. I don't know. But, yeah, that's back in the Watergate days. But still, if a president is corrupt, they try to keep it undercover. Richard Nixon, he was a crook, but he tried to keep it undercover. They even accused him of being a crook, and he got up, stepped off the airplane one day. He said, "I am not a crook. I am not a crook." But this guy is doing it out in front of you. He does not care. I want my family protected for years down the road from the IRS and any of that stuff. You're going to find out a whole bunch of stuff that they're doing that's going to be illegal, but I want them protected.
But Obama wore a tan suit, Mr. Ware.
And it was like, let's impeach him. Unbelievable. All right, that's going to do it for me. I'll be back tomorrow morning. I think I'll be at home tomorrow. I's going home, massa. I'm going home. I's free now. Oh, boy. That's going to do it for me. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 12:30, The Buzz. All righty. Woo! Y'all folks are a trip. But I love my YouTube people. Maga does not read or research. All they look at is race. Okay. Lincoln, you sleeping in the basement and no breakfast tomorrow? I got breakfast coming. The Treasury is broke. Heard that the other day. Thank you, MS Pittsburgh. Ms. Pittsburgh. Walaikum salam, my brother James Muhammad. Alabama State, Kentucky State, Central State. Let's see. Central State, Bishop College in Texas. You ever heard of Bishop College? Huh? How about that? And Wilberforce. How about that? Woo!
Now we need 32 more subscribers to hit 1,000.
Oh, boy.
Gotta do it.
Now we need 25. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. I see it now. Yeah, I got you. Oh, boy. All right. Are y'all ready to win some tickets to the Ohio Black Expo? The Ohio Black Expo. All right. We're going to take caller number 6. Caller number 6 right now at 513-749-1230. Caller number 6. If you call us 6, I'll give you the tickets to the Ohio Black Expo. So call right now. Caller number 6 at 513-749-1230. Caller number 6. Here we go. You got me off? I'm off the air and everything? Okay. You're caller number 1. I'm looking for number 6. You're caller number 2. I'm looking for number 6. You're caller number 3. I'm looking for number 6. You're caller number 4. I'm looking for caller number 6. You're caller number 5. I'm looking for caller number 6. Hey, guess what? Hello.
Hello.
Guess what?
Yes.
You're caller 6.
All right.
What's your name?
Yeah.
What is it?
Landon.
Landon?
Yeah.
All right, Landon, congratulations. You got a pair of tickets to go to the Ohio Black Expo this weekend up in Columbus. Where you calling from? What part of town?
I'm in Blue Ash.
Blue Ash. That's God's country out there in Blue Ash. All right. What station just made you a winner?
1230 The Buzz.
All right, hold on, Landon. Landon is on line 2. And he's a winner. All right. Richard Chappell says he was caller number 4. Somebody had their phone up loud, and I said, you have to pay attention because it'll confuse the hell out of you. I was saying number 4, then they would say, you're calling number 3. And see, it would almost make me say, go to the next caller and say, you're calling number 4 again. But you got to pay attention because those delayed calls will mess you up every time. Every time. All right. That was definitely Brent pretending to be Landon. Blue Ash, my hood. Okay. Oh, that's D'Amico saying that. Number 1 was so disappointed. National debt, $39,754,709,539. Okay. Jeez. Oh, boy. No, I don't, twin joiner. People are moving out of the city of Cincinnati. Oh, Tim Heidel, Fred Flintstone. Go find a cave somewhere. What time does the Montgomery Studios barbecue start Monday? Yeah, right. Oh, boy. Most of that debt is from the Trump administration. I believe that.
Oh, yeah, we're going to be owing a lot of money when this is over with. That Iraqi thing is more than just a war that's building up the deficit, but we're going to be owing them a lot of money because of the damage we caused over there.
Yep.
That's going to be huge.
We'll see what Ms. Ware's got to say about those hugs. Oh, boy. Tim Heidel says, Lincoln, white suburb, white car, white dog. Oh, boy. But my dog bites white people, Tim, so you better watch out.
Lincoln's dog got sold.
That's right. He's a soul dog. First time I ever got through for the contest, I wasn't caller. My chest was beating. There's nothing to be nervous about. I won't bite. Both parties are responsible for the debt. Oh, boy. Every wolf has its day. Brent.
Tim Heidel, go to hell.
Twin.
Both parties didn't start the war. He didn't even go through Congress to start the damn war.
I know.
Go to hell, man.
He's crazy.
I can't stand you.
He says both parties are responsible for the debt.
Yeah. He's responding to the war that I was talking about and the money that they're going to have to owe the Iraq, the Iranians.
Yep.
All because Donald Trump's trying to outdo President Obama. That's all. He's been jealous of him ever since, Tim Heidel.
He has. He's a jealous kind of fella. Hey, 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 hey.
You've been doing a lot of singing lately, man.
Because I don't hear my music, man. I don't hear my music. Gee, I really look forward to Sundays now.
Yeah, there you go.
Man.
You look forward to Bill's request now.
I tell you, I'm glad to hear his request. Gee. Let's see. SOS and Bring the Boys Home. Bring them back alive. Bring them back alive. What street did you live on in West? Lincoln Avenue, believe it or not, S. Jones. I lived back in the condos back there when they were new. You've never heard what song? Bring the Boys Home or Jealous Kind of Fella? LaDonna, which song are you talking about? Quit saying West College Hill, dude. There is a West College Hill. It's called the Steel Sub. Lincoln, can you play some Anita Baker? I hope we give Anita Baker a break on Sunday. I've been having too much Anita Baker pop up there. Jerry Butler. I just told you, Lincoln Avenue. It runs off of Simpson. What do they call that little Flintstone building there on the corner? What do they call it? It's some kind of Flintstone name. They call that building. It looks like a Flintstone house. I lived in College Hill. Never heard of West College Hill. Just say West Sub. Now it's Steel Sub. I could throw some Jackie Wilson in there. Bedrock, yeah, that's what they call it. There's a little building right down the corner of Simpson and North Bend. They call it Bedrock. Yeah, Bedrock. I could play Rainy Night in Georgia on Sunday. Everybody knows about Bedrock, I see. Yeah. There's a building. It looks like a Flintstone building. They call it Bedrock. It's right on the corner of North Bend and Simpson. Tamika was born when we lived there. Yep. She was born right there when we lived in College Hill. Play Candy. Oh, boy. Flintstones was a great show. No blacks. Oh, boy. It was a rainy night in Georgia. Seemed like it's raining all over the world.
Is about bringing together organizations that can help veterans access to services and opportunities. It is a community organization.
All right, folks. I'm getting ready to get out of here. I will check in with you folks tomorrow. Tim Heidel should be banned. Racist. Trump has empowered him. I love the Jetsons too. No blacks. Oh my God. See, Tim, you're on your way to being banned. All right, folks, I'm out of here. Were you allowed to play? No, I can't play Candy Liquor on Sunday Soul Classics. No.
What's wrong with Candy Liquor?
Have you heard that song?
No. What's wrong with it? I think I have heard it.
It might be in the system, and when you hear it, you'll know why we can't play it. It might be in there, but I don't think so. Is it in there?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think we can play Candy Liquor.
Is it better for the Wiz? Is that what it is?
I don't think anybody can play. I don't even think the Wiz can play this.
Oh, boy, the Wiz can't play it. It must be bad.
Yeah. Oh, boy. All right, folks, I'm out of here. Y'all take it easy. All right, Terrence Howard, you can kill the feed. Bye, ya.